Wasted with Wize, episode 144, Operator. That takes me back, way back.
That's a cat?
Yeah.
I hope it eats your bird.
She won't. She's afraid of her.
They're best friends.
She's afraid of her.
Too late, Lemon.
So, like, no.
Wait, hang on. When you say she's afraid of her, you mean the cat's afraid of the bird?
So, like, she's a rag doll. So she doesn't have, like, a hunt. She doesn't hunt. She's like, and the bird, one time got close to her and pulled her whiskers, and now she's, like, kind of nopes out whenever she gets near her.
See, my cat that I had was about 1/3 the size of the cat you have when he was full grown. He would have ate that bird for lunch from the first day.
So she's
I thought you was wearing a cat on your head.
No. She's a 5-pound rag doll.
And see, the problem is, I know folks who after the
cat. She's from Norway. She has a passport. She has a passport.
The cat has a passport, brother.
The cat has what? The cat has a passport.
Yep.
Yeah, she's from Norway.
Really?
Yeah.
She's a rag doll from
Americans
Norway.
Have never had a passport in their life.
She came with a passport.
As a cat that has a passport.
Damn. That goes.
By the way, Lemon, I accidentally cut you off when you started to say something to me because I was trying to fix my shit. So
I said I'm happy we can't hear you, and this shirt is for you.
Damn! Got him! Hey, Paul. Yo. Wait. Is this minority? Is this minority Wasted with Wize?
Yes, and you know what's crazy? You're a minority twice because you look like Bob Marley's sister.
We're like, this is minority Wasted with Wize.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Well, it's like when it's the same as when I go on the Landlords podcast because usually Addict's not there, so it's me and I'm the token white guy at that point.
Yeah, but you don't count because you got a disability, so you don't count.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that makes me a token.
That's fair.
That makes me a token
That's
in multiple ways. That
No, that makes him. No, that makes him. He was
God.
included. No, that makes me. When I was saying that is because he's included in this is minority Wasted with Wize.
Oh yeah.
No, this is Wasted with Wize EBT edition.
when
That's crazy.
When we were playing
crazy.
When we were playing Gears of War last week, I was in a group with them, and I forget who it was that joined us, and he didn't know me, I didn't know him. And,
Thank God, because he'd have left.
No, and I go, yeah. My name's Paul, and I'm Lord Cognito's a special hire, So I had to fill a quota.
DEI.
Yeah, DEI. I was a DEI.
No. You're a handicap checklist, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what DEI stands for, brother.
Oh, that's what it.
That's
oh,
literally. Yeah, diversity, equity,
I fall under DEI.
They use that shit so much, I don't know what the fuck it means anymore.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Yeah, my name as always is the Wizo Gamer. I am the host of this dysfunctional cast of characters every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. So let's go ahead and get started with our intros. So let's start.
Did you know that's his name as always? Because I call him a bunch of other stuff, and it's never that.
Well, there's a whole lot of things that you call me, just as long as Black Seed.
Black Seed?
This shit came from Africa. I'm with you.
I know it sure as hell didn't come. I know it sure as hell didn't come from you because you got snipped, right?
Yeah, I did.
It didn't come from him because he ain't Negro enough.
Oh,
there ain't no skin. There ain't no seeds coming out of that.
I tried. I don't like crime.
This comes from a girl that watches monkey porn.
No. I'm just sensible enough to know that we've all seen gorillas without clothes, but we've never seen a gorilla penis.
And only you was looking for it.
It's sensible.
Can we start the news? Can we start the news?
She did there, like trying to zoom in.
No. Logan's trying to change the subject because he said some degenerate shit about gorilla penis.
We got a new person in here. Let's ask Mr. Steve KY. Do you know what a gorilla's penis looks like?
Well, we can no longer call it the minority edition because we got about as red of a redneck we can.
No, we're still a minority edition. We only got 2 white people.
And one of them is not technically white per se. So there you
Yeah.
Caucasian.
And Paul is paraplegic.
Caucasian.
So
Yeah.
he still counts. He still counts.
Hey, we were going to get funded by some sort of minority agency before you walked in, Steve. Man, come on, man. We were gonna get.
He don't got his headphones on.
Oh, you can hear it.
That's a big ass finger.
I don't wear headphones. I wear earbuds.
Oh,
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to show Cerny my ears.
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
Yo.
Yeah, I went way back on that one.
Yo, that's crazy.
Steve, the question is, have you seen a gorilla
That's
penis?
crazy.
Yeah, they're about 8 inches long. I saw it at the zoo.
No, you did not.
Cozy
I saw it
said,
during-
"I'll buy
I saw
that
it while
for $1."
I saw it while one was banging another one.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
You were watching
Hey,
one
gorilla
gorilla bang
sex is
another
crazy.
gorilla?
It's like, it looks like domination.
What?
Yo, forget it. Forget it. I'm even sorry I even said some shit like that.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
So, no.
You degenerate.
See, the
focus.
reason
Let's
he
focus,
doesn't,
people.
the reason Steve-O doesn't mind showing Cerny his ears is because these games are going up in price. They got to pay for you got to find a way of paying them somehow, So,
That is true.
Ew. The ears is very weird.
It's like Cerny wants
Well,
to see pictures of my ears. Okay, that will take about $15 off the game.
Would you rather show someone? I mean, showing off your
Cozy,
ears, but-
cozy. We are on a no porn timeout.
Okay.
Okay, motherfucker.
Can you imagine
Let's-
Cerny sitting there in his room with
Wait, we're on a no porn timeout. Well, thank you for joining us this week, everybody. We'll see you next Friday. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I missed y'all guys. I swear I missed y'all
No, you
guys.
didn't. No, you didn't.
You
hate
didn't.
us.
You don't love us. You just love our
You
doggy
hate us.
style.
Cozy, I can't stand you, but I love your booty.
Yeah.
And then she says, "Yeah."
And
What is,
yeah.
what is
No,
going
you
on?
missed it. It was
Wise.
yeah.
He said,
Because she
yeah.
loves her
Wise,
booty too.
wise.
Well,
She doesn't
he's
know how to
holding a
say it.
package of black seed with him ready for this very day.
Wise, get us back on focus, please.
And
Please.
this man is showing
Wise
pictures
is
of
part
black
of the problem,
seed.
motherfucker.
Wise
You
is
have
not
to
the
do
man
it,
to
Loke.
get us on focus.
Yeah, I know.
Not the
You
man
have to do
that.
it, Loke. You the only one on this panel with sense.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh,
All
okay.
The
time.
rest
playing
of us have
Vampire
dollars. People go
Survivors.
Mozambique. That's all
no,
we
no,
can
no.
afford is
I'm
the
currently
sex.
playing
Loke-
Vampire
Loke
Survivors.
is all
Chat,
tight.
please
No
tell us what you've
hairline.
been playing. I've been playing Vampire Survivors and still trying to finish Crimson Desert. Lemon,
Yes.
you've been on vacation. Wize has still been paying your salary because he's a generous Indian.
It's crazy.
That's
Please-
the
please tell us-
oxymoron.
Please tell us what you've been. See, only Cozy gets the jokes.
Yeah.
Lemon, please tell us what you've been playing on your vacation.
Yeah, you host a show for this week. Go ahead.
I've been playing the
Yeah.
goddamn Invincible, man, and I'm gonna tell you why Invincible pisses me off. Right? I'm trying to get all the endings and the artwork and everything, but they have a survival mode in there that pisses me off. When you get to the ultimate tier in the story, right? You literally gotta fight the Viltrumites and whoever else with 3 bars of energy for 12 rounds. So each round you fighting 3 people, you get 3 bars of energy, and as it goes down, it doesn't replenish to like every other fight or every other new round. You talking about frustrated?
I don't want to be the asshole, but that sounds like classic survival
No.
on versus games, no?
Nah, son. Usually when you got survival, don't your health go back up?
No.
After you beat somebody?
Tekken, at least
No.
on Tekken, no.
Bro, I don't.
On any survival game, you have to heal and feed yourself. So in
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
but they
fighting
don't ha-
game,
I don't-
unless
doesn't-
those
Maybe I'm missing something because
It
You're
doesn't
missing
work
getting good.
automatically.
the game is awesome. It's better than Token Fighter, smash every button, pull out supers.
I heard
I've seen lots of casuals loving that one.
I bet because it's fucking super. It's super dumbed down for meatheads.
Yeah, I like token fighters because I can just press one button.
Listen, that's all you need.
Because you're the meathead.
Yo, listen,
that's all we needed to know.
I was telling my man from my people from Gaming's Handheld United, y'all should go check out their channels. They're great tech heads with these handhelds.
Nice.
This is what's crazy. Token is one of the best illustrated artwork games I've ever played in the history of gaming. It is absolutely stunning what they have done. But they have one major flaw, and it's the fighting mechanics. Now, in Invincible, you could press the low button multiple times, and it pulls out a super. But just one button. And you could counter it multiple amounts of ways, like a Killer Instinct. Mm-hmm. Right? Or Dead or Alive. Token Fighters has an auto combo on the low, the medium, and a hard punch.
So you're just comboing left and right.
There is no, you cannot counter anything once you get hit.
And see, here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me about that game.
Terrible.
No, but
that is terrible. Listen to me, Wize. Hold on, let me finish. This is what's bad. If you take the low button and you have all your team available and you hit somebody, let's just say 5 times in a row with just the low button, your whole team comes out and whoops your ass. So it doesn't take no skill to do a team attack. None. Now you move to the medium button. And I'm playing the game, and I'm like, how the fuck can I just pull out, once I do a combo, how do I pull out my supers? Mm-hmm. You can't. You got to hit them multiple times with just using one button of medium. Then that character does his individual super, number one. And on the fierce punch, his doing the same thing with the multiple hitting of just one button, the fierce punch pulls out the second super. So I said, how the fuck do you counter this? Mm-hmm. You can't. It's really just block and play. And that is bad. They have no counter system.
And see, the thing that blows my mind about this is that it's not like this was their first fighting game. Mm-hmm. Arc System has made wonderful
They did Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Well, shit, they did Guilty Gears, the whole Guilty Gear X series.
Yeah,
that was. Listen, and their mechanics were
this
great.
Was on purpose. This was on purpose.
Yes, it was designed like that. When I first played it, shout out to Jay Barry and Persona for not responding to. I hope they fix this button smashing shit from the last beta, because y'all was crying on screen. Y'all was crying. Oh my fucking God, they're just pressing shit. Yeah, and you don't know how to counter it. You could call in a tag move, right? But that's not enough, because if you call out a tag move and they get hit with that shit, you losing another character. Well, not really another character, because everybody shares the same meter bar. It ain't like most tag fighters where everybody have their own individual meter. That shit is 1 meter.
Team shares the same one.
Yes, which is disgusting. I'm like,
see,
I'm gonna buy it because I'm a Marvel dude, but I ain't fucking happy.
It looks like they spent the It looks like, and this is just from an outsider's perspective. I have no evidence of this to say this in any way. It looks like the game was rushed and they put the majority of their time in the graphics and very little time
and the illustration,
the artwork, and
the mechanics.
Yeah, it's
and they
beautiful,
phoned it
man.
in for the mechanics.
When I played the single part, this was the first time you got to play it. The illustration, the comic book scenes popping in. It reminded me of Comic Zone. Remember that? Mm-hmm. That type of energy, fucking awesome. But the fighting mechanics, my God, this is like a fucking 1-year-old could beat you.
And see, the funny thing
but
is,
I don't think people should be upset though. Hold on. Cozy says this all the time. Now we have even more evidence, right? The Last of Us told us that PlayStation, right? They're not about gameplay. They're about getting as many people to hop on their console as much. I'm just saying. The Last of Us told us that it's not about gameplay. It's about making the prettiest little trinket and getting as many people to co-sign the console as possible. This is just continuation. They took a fighting game from a developer that has made deep fighting game
Yes.
for decades.
Yeah,
And they were like, yo, make the entire thing the shallow end of the pool.
Yo, it's bad.
They told them to do this on purpose.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Sounds like a game I could be really good at.
No, you can. I'm telling Paul,
this game was made for you.
You're gonna be playing this shit, and you're like, how did I do that? I don't care. It looks good. I'm telling you,
stream this shit, Paul.
See, when I first played it, I didn't know that the other two buttons, the medium and the fierce button, I didn't know that they had auto combos on it. Like, I'm talking about like auto combos into a super, let me say, right? I didn't know that until this last beta, and I said,
auto combo in a fighting game is essentially, imagine a developer baking in auto aim, like the stuff that you would see in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Imagine seeing that in a first person shooter.
Right?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's bad. Ridiculous.
It's bad. I mean, I love the game. I love everything about it except the fighting side.
But that's the fact that
you love everything about the fighting game, Lemon, except the fighting.
Right.
It means it's a fail. Right. That means it's a fail. It's genre.
All right.
It's a fail in the genre.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a Marvel head. The illustration is fucking amazing. What they did, the storytelling.
I love everything in Call of Duty. Except the shooting.
Right. I'm just gonna buy it by
I love everything in Super Mario Brothers except the jumping.
Right.
Yes.
It's one of those moments. It's like they fucked this up. And I'm surprised because Dragon Ball Z Fighters is my shit.
You should hand in your CV at Marvel. Like, you really sold it for me, but
yo, listen,
you really sold it.
Yo, listen, I gotta tell the truth.
Like,
a lot of dudes I
love Richard Pryor, except for when he's funny.
Right.
Exactly.
Look, a lot of people I've seen review this game, including the fighting legend, Mr. Maximilian himself.
Yeah.
He didn't tell the truth. He's not telling y'all the truth.
See,
and
Max,
that is pathetic.
No. I think
that he is not.
He is so
crucifying
that's
this
the
game.
Sony tech, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
yo, this is bad.
Sony makes the best games.
When I made my comment on Twitter, I heard crickets from Jay Pari and Persona. They didn't even answer me back.
No, but Bari has come on record and said that he's not a big fan of the game. He's not a fan of it.
Oh, yeah? Do you see his tweets?
Bullshit.
Do you watch his tweets?
I'm
buying his controller just to play Token Fighters. Yeah, you're bugging.
I follow Bari. He follows me. I've been keeping track. Bari makes me think twice. Like, maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I should go out and buy another.
He's selling this game
big
time.
What he says about this game?
Nah, the thing about Token Fighters is that,
Token Fighters.
Yeah, I refuse to. But no, the limit is right.
Wait, did you say Tolkien Fighters? Isn't that like the Hobbits and the Dwarves?
No.
Oh, she said Token. Token as in token.
It is a token because the only thing selling it is the characters. And that's okay.
Bars.
That's okay. Bars. It's like, but here's the thing. Like, fighting game enthusiasts that actually keep fighting games alive are not a big, huge community. So if you don't have that, you have to have something that sustains. Like Mortal Kombat, terrible fighting game, but it has story and people love that.
I wouldn't say terrible fighting game.
It's an okay fighting game now. It's an okay fighting game
compared to like
there's a reason
Tekken and Street Fighter.
There's a reason it doesn't have like a big scene.
Yeah. Tournament wise.
Yeah.
Tournament wise, because the last one before this one, 11 sold 10 million.
Honestly, yeah, it sells well because it has a great story and it's a fun game to play.
Best stories, facts.
Best stories. But it's like you have to, like, maybe it'll find its place, but you have to find your place on some level. You can't be bad at everything. But look, Marvel. That's the problem. That is honestly a problem.
I'm not going to even say that because Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3 got destroyed by me and a lot of people. Yeah.
I mean, but as you said, this is, I think.
But that's the third one.
But I believe this is
the second one was fucking phenomenal.
No, exactly.
But I'm just saying, when you have a fighting game, no matter, you could be generic. Like the story mode in Invincible is short, easy, and to the point. It's not really amazing at all. But you know what? The fucking fighting system is awesome.
Yeah.
The reason why you're here works. Token
Yes.
is like going to the movie theaters and you just watch the sickest trailers and you get to the movie and you watch The Fist Called Wanda and you thought you was gonna be watching The Matrix. It's bad. It's bad. And I don't give a fuck who says anything other than you're not a fighting enthusiast. I am, and I'm telling you that game is about as shallow as your wife when she's cheating with the fucking librarian.
Oh
I think that's the problem.
It's
is
bad.
like
Sweet.
It's like the problem is
I'm
like
just saying
when you
it's
have
bad.
to
God
when
damn,
the
bro.
biggest
The
sell is
librarian?
when the biggest
Yeah,
sell
the
is the
librarian.
characters. When the biggest sell is the characters, it's always going to be a
With the
problem.
gorilla
When-
dick.
But also, this also is, but this also could be
Lord.
speaking about this whole industry to a certain extent, because if Lemon is having problems with this, this is a known problem that other people have probably vocalized, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that they're not going out of their way to even fix it or even mention anything about it means that this has been deliberately done to I guess amass more people.
You want to talk
into the
about
fold,
you want to talk about a problem that Sony has created, people have vocalized and they decided to ignore it? You want to talk about that type of problem from
No,
Sony?
we're going to get to that
Are
topic.
you sure?
Give me a second.
My guy.
Oh, come on.
No, but still. But you've only done one
Xbox
intro. Come
tax.
on, Lo, keep on. You got 4 more people.
Oh shit. We have a special guest.
Shit.
Lemon's back, but Steve is the reason why we're here. We need some representation from the elder statesmen. Like Paul is too young. Steve is the one who has the real the real experience.
Fucking
Please, KY.
Paul is
doing?
mummified.
What you been playing?
This week
Paul is so
I have
old. He's
only
young.
Campaign Evolved. It is
Campaign. Ooh, the
Campaign
the
Evolved
sergeant
is
chick. Is she as like should we hate the game because of her, or is she literally
no,
there for
you
like
shouldn't
5
hate the game,
seconds?
period. I believe it's a remake on the level that we seen when Capcom did Resident Evil 2 remake. It's on that kind of level as far as a remake goes. With as many problems as developers seem to have with Unreal Engine 5 and getting it to run smoothly, Halo Studios said to 343 Studio Industries, "Here, hold my beer. And come here, Coalition, show me the ins and outs of this engine because we're going to use it to its fullest extent." You get every single benefit or every caveat from Unreal Engine 5 in this game. You get lumen, you get texture, you get everything Unreal Engine 5 can offer in both modes. You still get the ray tracing in performance mode and quality mode. It's just the internal resolution is a little lower.
I know what. I'm gonna say this out loud. It runs like dog shit on the Xbox Ally X.
Runs great on the Series X.
Runs
Oh,
great
yeah.
on the
Everything
PlayStation
runs
5
great
Pro
on the
too.
Series
But I'm talking
X.
about on these handhelds.
What are you talking about?
Dog shit.
It runs impeccably on the PlayStation 5 Pro too.
Oh my God, Wize.
Not,
You're so toxic.
listen,
Foundries.
not too many people know that because it flopped on PlayStation, and I appreciate y'all fucking ponies.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the #1 selling game
for the first day. For the first
72 hours of its release.
Son, stop. No, it flopped. The numbers are out. It's terrible.
I thought it wasn't even the top 20. I thought it wasn't even in the top 20.
It was 29.
It's kind of like a
come
mod.
on.
All
right,
it's kind of like the
They
mod
want to
you're playing.
Steve-O.
I had to change the title to tomorrow's show. I said what? Because I looked at the initial. Oh, it's a hit. So I said, oh, let's make. We're gonna make it. They bought it. 2 days later, flop. They bought it in the first 48 hours.
To be fair, like 99% of people that play about this game have already played it.
I didn't give a
so
fuck
why
about
they
it.
put it on
Halo
Everything
is my
about this
favorite
game.
system. I mean, my favorite
Why they
game.
put it
I
on
didn't care.
PlayStation?
Listen,
Cozy?
everything about this game feels completely different from
Yes, it does.
I
They've
get it, but if you
redesigned-
care about Halo, you already played it. And if you don't care, you're not going to.
Playing this game was like playing a new game. I
Whoa,
mean, I
I
knew
don't-
where it
whoa,
was going to
whoa,
end,
whoa,
and I
whoa,
knew
whoa.
the. Oh, listen,
A new game.
hear me out and just shut the fuck up.
All right.
I knew where it was going to end, and I knew the bullet points of where the mission was going to take me. But the outdoor levels, the indoor levels, it's all been totally redesigned.
Yes.
So
I get that, but
it
you already
feels
love
like
Halo.
a fresh
The
game.
fundamental
But
issue is you already love Halo.
Now
You
you're moving the
already love
goalpost. Wait, you're now you're moving the goalpost to what you said.
No, I didn't move the goalpost.
But hold on,
Yes,
hold
you
on.
did. You
That was
did.
my initial goalpost. Is it's already been played by people who care about it.
Can I say something? Because
What?
I'm kind of in the middle. Halo is my favorite Xbox game. Period.
It's not an Xbox game anymore.
That's gonna hurt. Yo, you took a dig at me. That was crazy. That was crazy. That hurt my feelings.
Carry on.
But
My bad.
I'm gonna say this.
That was
I'm gonna
black,
say this.
mostly black crime. You know,
I'm gonna say this,
Okay,
and I'm
well.
gonna give you my honest.
Police per capita, Paul. Per capita.
Listen, I'm gonna give you my honest reaction as a Halo connoisseur person. Right? On all the novels, I'm a big Halo dude. I love every Halo game. I'm gonna say this. When I first saw it, I didn't give a fuck. Because we got the Master Chief Collection, we had remasters, we've been here already, right?
Mhm.
I even went on Dirk Griggity channel and super chatted $5. Shut the fuck up about the multiplayer because we have it already. Shut the fuck up. This was a test for Unreal 5 for that studio. But after
And they
going,
excelled.
yes, after going to the showcase and putting hands on, I got excited. They didn't let us play the prequel missions, but they did let us play the game. So how I agree with Steve, I agree with him, right? But I initially didn't give a fuck because how long have I been playing Halo since day one? 25 years of that motherfucker. So I was like, who gives a fuck? I don't care about the multiplayer. I don't want that old school multiplayer feeling no more. I want 4 and better, right? But the game is phenomenal for what they're doing. And moving forward, they're going to use Unreal. And they need to learn how to use the shit. Because that's where they're going with it. That's where they're going with their games. But it is
playing
is
Halo. Cozy.
Yeah.
Besides feeding your besides trying to feed your cat,
we could
poison.
take that. We could take that 2
What you
different
been
ways.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What is your cat
new
eat? I
Norwegian
want to
cat.
know. What is
Cozy.
it?
I
Does your
feed
cat
my
eat?
I feed my cat. I feed my cat.
Norwegian cat.
Does your
Say
cat
Norwegian
like
That was
cat,
one
Cozy.
fat
She
hairy
feeds-
pussy.
she
I'm
feeds
sorry
her-
to say. That was one fat hairy
she
pussy.
feeds her cat silverback gorillas.
Oh my god! Oh
My cat
Lord.
eats.
Y'all
My
need
cat
to get
eats.
your minds out the gutter.
No, my cat. She actually like. So I'm like all
Your
about like
Norwegian
the
cat, Cozy.
non-complex
Your
food.
Norwegian
No.
cat.
My cat gets like the bag of food I bought her is like $40.
No, you feed her
She,
that
like-
cock a teal.
You got it.
No, like the like limited ingredient all meat cat food.
Your cat
Listen, I
definitely
tried to
loves all
save
meat,
this
don't it?
segment.
Shut up.
I did try. You know what, Wize?
Yo, don't spit up on your
I'm-
don't spit up
I
on
now have a new
your equipment and
appreciation.
blame me, fucking Wise.
I now,
But her cat
I now
loves
have a
meat.
new appreciation for
You
your
heard her
struggle,
say it.
trying to keep
All-
this shit in check.
All the
Wize. I
meaty
now have a new
requirements.
appreciation.
You know
God
about
damn.
that, Mr. Mozambique.
Anyway.
All the meaty requirements.
Oh my lord, brother!
Says the man with the
my
black.
Lord.
That's what she
Says
said.
the man with
I
the
just repeated
it says
it.
the man with the bag of
Let's
black seeds.
I come
All
fucking
right.
prepared, motherfucker. Don't be mad at
Disgusting.
me. I'm prepared.
What is that? What is
black
that?
seed.
You can't read.
What is
you
black
can't read
seed?
this. You don't.
What is this?
First of all,
I-
it says it's from Ethiopia. That's your
Yeah.
neighbor.
No,
You
but
should
it
know
doesn't.
this.
It doesn't. But it doesn't. But I can't. But I haven't been able to read what it actually is.
Yeah.
It's black seed.
It's a vitamin supplement. What's wrong with y'all too?
So when
because
an Ethiopian goes to a
what you're
sperm
saying is
bank,
you got no more
Is it
lead
gonna
in the
make you
pencil and it helps out in that area.
lemon?
Yes.
When you finish having that supplement, are you gonna become illegal in the US? Is that what's gonna happen?
Yo, I ain't fucking with you. You know what?
All right, moving on.
That was crazy
Moving
work.
on. Paul.
What have I been playing?
Paul.
You didn't let me answer what I've been playing.
Oh shit! Yeah, stop talking about your Norwegian cat. Right? Tell us what you've been playing.
No, finish telling us about you stuffing your coochie.
Oh, come on.
Stop it.
Let's go.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Your kitty likes
what
tube
video
steak.
game you've been playing? What video game you've been playing?
I've been playing Animal Crossing.
right?
Somebody
Still.
shut her fucking mic
Last
off.
week-
Criticize Halo.
Last week was the fifth. I believe
Steve is
Animal
mad.
Crossing has sold more than
yeah.
every Halo game.
Listen. If sales
God.
equate to quality, FIFA is
To
the masterpiece.
8-year-olds.
Cozy, shut the fuck
No,
up.
no,
Paul,
like Animal
what you
Crossing
been
actually has
playing?
an older demographic.
Yes!
What you been playing? What you been playing? How you doing? Go.
I don't know if it's a topic for tonight, but of course I played the Gears of War multiplayer
This
beta last
motherfucker gonna
weekend.
say that again.
What?
Heartless. He likes punishing us.
No,
Go
he
ahead,
want-
Paul,
he-
go ahead.
He wanna stunt.
Oh, it's his
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if
yeah,
he said it
yeah.
before, it's still got to be part of his intro.
I didn't say
And
it on
he's still
this show
playing it,
before.
right?
No.
And
I'll
he's
be
still
playing
playing
it
it. It's fine.
when it reopens on Thursday. I'll be back. And of course,
You'll be back. This guy.
dude, I had so much fun. I really
Yes, that's what I'm
Can we
talking
get
about.
details? Or are you just gonna tease us like this?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Wize, is this a topic for this show?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, it is. Actually,
Of course.
They don't.
Yeah, we got the new video.
Then I'll hang on to it for the actual topic time. But
He's
then-
the master tease, ladies and gentlemen.
and
Go
then
ahead.
because it dropped on Xbox the other day. I started playing Dispatch.
Cool.
Fun game.
Oh, Dispatch is on Xbox.
I got it for Christmas.
Wait,
I still haven't played
didn't
it.
the game come out last year?
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Came out
it didn't
last
come
year.
everywhere but
Oh,
Xbox.
Yeah, it came out on PC for Steam, and then on PS5. Came out on Xbox.
It
last
came out
week.
in what you call it in waves.
Yeah.
It came
Oh.
out everywhere but
Because
Xbox.
No, it didn't
That's-
come out
hang on.
everywhere. It did not
No.
come out everywhere. Stop that. No, it didn't.
Because
The
that's
money
where
hatching.
that's how
Right.
This is actually a big chunk of the original Telltale games team. So they did it in
Yep.
chapters like they did their Telltale games. Like
Uh-huh.
this is the team
And the
that was behind the Wolf.
The
This is the
Xbox
team
community didn't have to wait.
This is the team that was behind like the Wolf Among Us 2.
Yep.
Stuff like that. One of my
Yep.
Oh
favorites.
wow.
Yeah.
So
So I should
and-
definitely go play Dispatch then.
This
'cause I
game
love
is-
the
oh,
Telltale
dude.
games.
There's a 2-hour demo on it. They do that. That's cool. Which gets you basically through the first 2 chapters. It is so
Uh-huh.
much fun, and it's a funny game. The writing is phenomenal,
Yeah.
and the graphics, the comic book style graphics. It's like you're playing a version of Invincible, the TV show.
Yes.
It looks like that,
Nice.
and
But
it
I'm a-
sounds like
Nice.
that.
This is one of the great things though that's gonna make me double dip because I bought it on Steam. It's an Xbox Play
Paul?
Anywhere title.
Paul, if I hate this game, I'm gonna find you
Nah.
and I'm gonna break
If,
your leg.
Nah, yo, listen,
if you
no.
hate
No,
this game, you're fucking brain dead. Seriously.
Listen, I don't double dip, Loke. I don't double dip, but
Yeah.
I'm willing to double dip because I'm gonna get it in 2 more places.
Because it's that good.
Xbox Play Anywhere. The game is fucking fun. The game is crazy.
Yep. And
All right.
and just so the lead actor in it is Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's so cool.
what's the
Oh, I
runtime?
hate Jesse. I fucking hate Jesse.
I mean,
if it wasn't
that's-
for Jesse Pinkman, like he would have gotten away with it. Like Walter, what? You know what?
No,
I'm not gonna get into
Yo,
it. I'm not
yo,
gonna get
yo.
into
You know
it.
what? That's how we
We're not
know
gonna
you're
get
a
into
low
it.
IQ African because you can't separate
Ooh.
the actor from their
Oh.
movie.
Kiss my ass, cause you know what? I
Wow.
take that back because you would like that. Wize, what you been playing? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I've been actually playing, finishing up Dragon Quest VII for those of you who have
Oh,
actually.
sweet.
Well,
Dude,
to
how
be
do you
honest-
feel? Is it? Did you play before?
Yes, I played it before. I played the original.
Okay.
version, yeah.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite Dragon Quest.
But it's a slog. I mean, it's like a 400-hour game on a good day.
No, but the way I like it, the reason I like it better is because I feel like for me, Dragon Quest VII is the only one that didn't get a little too long in the tooth. Mostly because the vignettes are more important.
400 hours is not a little too long.
No,
Cozy?
it's because of the way the game is broken up into like.
I love Dragon Quest.
Fire Emblem,
individualized stories.
Fire Emblem can also take you to 400 hours.
It's like individualized stories. Like I can't tell you like the overarching story of Dragon Quest VII, but it had little tidbit stories that were quick that you could play through in like a bit, like the little tidbit stories.
Endings, bro.
Yeah, you have to like,
and I ain't never beat it. I said I enjoyed playing it.
The funny thing about this game is this: I started this game before I left on my vacation 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks hence, I'm still playing.
Everyone knows Indians don't take vacation. What are you talking about, Wize? All right, Wize is talking bullshit.
He's not Indian. He said he's Asian. He's Asian.
Listen. Everyone knows that the Asians.
And I've been playing Halo. I've been playing Halo Combat Evolved. Actually,
everything west is not Asia. Who's this mystery speaker? There's like a six
Triple.
there. I don't know his one name.
It's Triple.
Triple.
You know who that is?
We don't give a fuck. Like I thought I was the darkest person in the stream.
You're not even on stream right now.
Your camera's off.
Now he's got dark.
All right, there we go. Triple. What's
still not on camera?
Yeah. Like usually
me
and you were competing to see who's the darkest. Like now you just vanish. Come on, now.
Wait, so apparently Loke is in the Bay Area because that's the Golden Gate Bridge. Because
no, you moved from Texas to Golden Gate.
This is a fake background. Paul, fucking stop that. Would you stop that? Triple, what you been playing? Triple? If I was in the States, I'd be in Texas. Triple, go ahead.
I've been playing,
and they'll be dragging you by a fucking pickup truck.
Rope?
Just like everyone else been
worth it.
What's wrong?
Just like everyone else been playing
the
Halo campaign. Let me talk. Anyway, I've been playing campaign involved. I also been playing Zenless Zone Zero and spent way too much time trying to solo a dungeon in Destiny. If anyone knows what a dungeon is, basically like a mini raid, and I did that solo, and it took me. Yeah, there's a lot of content for me to get through. But yeah, that's mostly it. Yep.
Hey, get back to the content away that Zero game, right? You know when I saw that? Yes, you know when I saw that game, I was watching a review for a phone that I'm getting ready to get, the Fold 8, right? Because it reminds me of my Windows phone. I like that form factor better than that tall, wide shit.
Oh man, the Windows phone was excellent.
Yeah, and I left it on a fucking bus and somebody stole it this year. Motherfuckers.
Well, you shouldn't have left it.
Shut up, monkey dick lover. Anyway.
Wow.
Why are you guys so obsessed with gorilla penises? And
you know what? Forget
it.
Go ahead, Triple. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh no!
Triple. Go ahead, Triple.
No, I mean that was mostly it. Zenless.
All right.
So no.
Time for the news.
The Zero game. Hold on.
Oh, the last thing I was just gonna say, I've been playing Halo in third person mode for my playthrough. I got the perspective.
Shut his mic off.
With third person.
Shut the fucking mic off.
I'm playing it third
person.
Disgusted.
Oh yeah.
I am disgusted.
This ain't fucking John Wick, nigga.
Come on,
I like Gears of War. So
you like looking at Master Chief's buttocks.
Listen, bro. Listen. I also like Gears of War, but I'm not playing. Come on, dog.
That was made in third person.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No,
you got a game that's been out for 25 years now, and I'm just like, I could replay it exactly as I have before, or I could go in with a different perspective.
Yo, hold on. Both of y'all. You know what y'all both sound like right now?
What?
Bitches.
Loke is Malcolm X, and motherfucking. And Triple is Martin Luther King. They're having a fucking argument.
I'm more
effective.
Crazy. I'm more effective. This motherfucker want to kumbaya.
Anyways, Look is a Marcus Garvey looking gorilla.
Anyway. Oh, all right. Anyways, let's get to the news, ladies and gentlemen. Usually, this is like my last word.
Fired.
I'm gonna make it my first word. I'm gonna make it my first word, ladies and gentlemen. Say it with me. Fuck PlayStation.
Fuck PlayStation.
What?
Thank you. For everyone at the back of the class.
We don't have a balanced cast
say
tonight.
Amen. Say amen.
Amen.
PlayStation.
Fuck PlayStation. Boycott, bitches.
We don't have
I
a
sense a
balance.
bias here somewhere, but that's just
there's
me.
a bias.
I own a PlayStation. It just ain't been on in months.
So I will be part of the pony delegation today. I'll be part of the pony
I'm more
delegation
extreme
today.
than you, Bento. I sold my well, I didn't sell it, but I got rid of my PlayStation.
No.
Yeah,
So tonight I'm going to stand for all the ponies. I'm going to be a pony tonight.
Wait, you got rid of it? What, you let the elephant step on it? What would you do over there?
Oh, fuck off, Paul. Fuck off. Paul, literally, you know what happened?
It was stolen by the monkeys.
I'm gonna come clean.
Oh, pause.
What happened? What happened was I bought Metal Gear Solid Master Collection right on the PlayStation, and then I sat there, and then it hit me that if I had bought Metal Gear Solid, like the PC port in 2011 or 2008, I would never have to re-spend another $100 to buy Metal Gear Solid again. And then it hit me again that when the PlayStation 6 probably comes out, or the PlayStation 7 probably comes out, and then nostalgia hits me again, and then Konami's like, let's re-release this motherfucker one more time. I'm going to have to buy Metal Gear Solid.
You don't have to. You just have to not be a bitch.
Right? That's the shit that fucked me up. So at that point, I was like, wait, let me just buy a PC. I didn't know anything about the Rampocalypse that was approaching. I had no idea. I put a PC together, right? The PC together, and I'm like, let me try. So I'm thinking, let me try and play some video games on PC. And turns out it's very easy to play games on PC. Next thing that happens, I'm not turning on my Series X. I'm not turning on my PS5 for like 3 consecutive months. PlayStation's like, oh, here's Ghost of Tsushima. But this time, dun, da, 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 it's a girl. What the fuck? I'm like, you know what? Let me pack this shit. I'm like, let me pack this shit. Let me ship it to one of my boys. And then I looked at the Series X a couple months later. I'm like, you know what? Let me pack this shit and ship it to my other boy and get the fuck up out of here. And now I'm just on PC. So that's what happened.
Let me tell you why PC sucks dick.
Why?
Sorry, Cozy, my apologies. Sucks balls.
Why?
Token Fighters came out. Open beta. PlayStation and PC. All AMD hardware had problems with drivers, and it didn't work.
What? What did you say?
Yeah.
It did not work on PC at all.
I have to say something that's terrible.
Graphic cards.
But that doesn't matter.
AMD graphic cards.
Yeah, but AMD. So here's the thing. AMD is like 5% of the market.
No, that's not the point, though.
That's the point.
No,
wait, hang on.
No,
wait, hang on.
It's not the fucking point.
But that's, you say it's 5%, but that is a huge.
Right.
5% of your players can't play the game. Does it matter?
Listen,
yes,
you
it
know
does.
You know why it mattered? Hold on. Let me say my point.
5% of 1,000 is way less than 5%.
Hold on.
Of 10 million.
Let me say my point. You know what made it? You know what pissed me off? I got a $2,500 Super X. Shit didn't work. I also got a Xbox a la X. The shit didn't work. So I said, you know what? Let me take to the internet. 9700 XTs didn't work. AMD hardware didn't work. You needed an NVIDIA graphic card. PC games ain't what it meant to be. Because when you have a console,
why didn't you get an NVIDIA graphic card?
Hold on. Excuse me. In my desktop, I have a 4080 Super.
Okay, you should only get NVIDIA devices.
You can't do that when NVIDIA don't have a portable handheld.
Well,
system.
That's a you problem.
No, that sounds like a fucking you problem.
Well, let's go ahead and
the problem with the handheld AMD hardware is that AMD, they focus it directly on power efficiency, which those of us that want power know it's going to draw more wattage. So they focus on making it efficient power draw wise because they know people are on battery. But trust me, I'm only putting my shit into overdrive unless it's plugged in. That's the only time I'm ever doing that. So
That's
I
the only time you
that.
That's the only time you can. But the point is, these developers who make these games do not push out, including on PC, they do not push out drivers like Nvidia will get. Say Call of Duty get ready to drop, they'll get that shit 3 weeks in advance.
Yep.
And if there's multiple games dropping, they will get multiple. AMD does not get the same support. And that's what I'm talking about.
From the GPU realm, AMD gets all the support over AMD, just like in the console realm, PlayStation gets all the support and the better versions at launch than the Xbox does because of the market share.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me pivot a little bit away from this whole topic with AMD. Let's go, since we
and
are
be
on
honest
the
with you, NVIDIA's got the better NVINC encoder for us, content creators. So I'm gonna stick with AMD.
Bullshit.
What's NVINC?
Yeah.
The hell is NVINC?
It's an encoder.
It's the NVIDIA encoder.
Yeah, and
what does it do?
And our 4080 Supers have dual encoders, so we can do two things at once or use them both for one task.
Yeah, NVIDIA is king of that shit.
What is the function of the V-Sync?
Okay. Hold on.
The in-sync.
Hold on. I'm gonna answer you. Let's say if you took a 4K video, you want to export it in 1080p, and the video was 30 gigs, right? From your camera that you film, right? AMD may take 12 minutes. Whereas an NVIDIA will take 3. It's a better encoder.
Yeah.
And
when you're using OBS and playing a video and upscaling, that's all your NVINC encoder.
Listen.
So before Wize takes us back on topic, I just want to add something very quickly. You're talking about the beta for Marvel Tokon or whatever, and that's the reason why you think PC is bad, right?
No, hold on. You asked me a question. You can't add.
Lemon.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. I've been a PC
take you
gamer.
Serious in a tie. I want to see you in a wife.
Make it short. Make it short. Get to the point, brother.
Come on, motherfucker. Let me talk.
Keep it short.
I've been gaming since Flight Simulator on PC. PC
that
has
means
never
you're not
been,
going to keep it short.
Listen, PC has never been easy, period. When Batman Arkham series didn't work on PC, we didn't have a fucking problem on console. When you need the voice chat, you don't got several different voice chat systems separating the community because you want to use TeamSpeak. You want to use Discord. Some people want to use Steam Chat. Some people want to use Epic Chat. It is not simplistic like you pretend it to be.
Mm-hmm. It is simplistic.
Yeah,
it is way easier than it used to be back in the day.
That's a fact.
Easier than it used to be doesn't mean it's still easier.
But it is still not easy because simple thing like a beta dropping this weekend, AMD did not have the software support. So all you NVIDIA, you N70X 100 XT motherfuckers, one of the best bang for buck graphic card in terms of power for price, couldn't fucking play the game.
They don't care about it because people don't care about AMD.
That is wrong.
All I'm gonna say is that they don't really care about us.
You keep saying it's just 5%, but that 5% is still a huge number.
No one gives a fuck if you about 5% of the market. That's the problem.
AMD 5% is a second thought.
Listen,
5%. It is because it's 5%.
Yes.
Okay, but listen. 5% of 2 billion PC players.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You can say it's a lot, but no, you're talking about 2 billion PC players. 2 billion of those PC players don't give a fuck about this game.
But hold on. Cozy, y'all both are correct. Paul, you're correct also. But they still the fucking minority, and they don't get the drivers as fast as NVIDIA. Well, that's the fact. That is the fact.
But okay, stop trying to play music, please.
I'm not doing that.
I know it's not you.
Oh,
I'm yelling at Wize.
Wize, play effects. Wize, play effects, not music.
Stop.
Applause and stuff like that. There you go.
Let me just say.
That's me doing that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Take notes, Wize. God damn it.
When stuff like that happens, I actually blame the developers because it should have never pushed out the beta.
That's what I said.
It's the developers' job.
That's what I said, not the hardware.
We need to make sure that AMD has the information
That's
they
right.
need so they can get their
He's right.
drivers out.
So
They're gonna
Cozy's
have it
right.
at launch.
Here's the
They're
thing.
probably gonna have it at launch, but I said for the beta.
Let's
For the
talk
beta,
about
they
this
did not.
as
Right.
who we are as a what you call it. We already know the minority doesn't matter. No one gives a fuck about the minority. AMD is the minority. It doesn't matter.
That shit turned racial real quick. I like that. Cozy.
I didn't say it like.
Yo, someone called NAACP.
Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
Yes, you're
Am I
wrong
wrong?
because for that number of that big, 5% is still literally
It's millions of people.
Millions of possible sales.
Right.
It's millions of people.
Of possible sales.
It's millions of people, but when you're still the minority, people they're not looking at it like,
No,
dang.
they do.
Yo, listen.
They'll fix it later.
You're not looking at it from a big business standpoint. You're looking.
I say this as an AMD person. I only use AMD. You get used to it. You get used to being an afterthought. It's okay.
Fucking be you.
Okay. No, but that's the thing.
So can I
that's
finally?
I say
so
it personally because I use AMD. I
It is
only
not-
use AMD.
I would use AMD CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs.
No, I only use
That is
AMD GPUs too.
Okay, so
Cool.
now that we
Right,
got a
so-
chance, can we go ahead go back to shitting
Please,
on PlayStation, please?
please.
All right, so
Yes.
anyhow,
I'm gonna shit on you.
so anyhow, they come
Yes,
out this week.
we are gonna do that.
They announced their fiscal year quarter offerings and everything, and it's very nice. And however, they do finally break their silence regarding the physical media. And the lady says, yeah, Sony doesn't see any negative impact on business by ending physical PS5 disc manufacturing, which you could say, fuck you to PlayStation as much as you want, but this is just the way it is. And I think the problem is not physical versus digital. The bigger problem is, and this is an endemic problem not only with PlayStation, but with Xbox and Steam, anything digital, it's your digital ownership. There are nothing.
No. Steam.
No, let me finish my point.
Steam is not there.
Yo, let him finish. Let him finish, and then you can counter, please.
As gamers, really, and as much as I hate big government, I really do believe the only way to make any of these corporations value our digital content and purchases that we've made is that there needs to be laws in place about this stuff, about when as consumers we buy digital content, what is stopping these major conglomerate corporations, multinational assholes coming in and just wiping our slate clean whenever they so deem fit. And that is the big problem that I'm having. That I think that everyone is pushing this idea from physical versus digital, but the real problem, the underlying problem of it all is about our content is being swept under the rug, and I think that is the bigger problem here. Name a game.
Hold on. Loke was gonna go. Calm your yellow ass down.
All right, so let me go ahead and
said yellow.
so Loke, let me go ahead and start with you.
It's okay. It's okay because he's also yellow.
Yellow and less Negro than I am.
No, let me go. No. Let me go ahead and.
I know. Let me
say this.
Let me start off with this. Don't mean you more Negro than me.
I am.
Let me go in. Let me go in and touch base with everybody one time before. Let me get everyone's words in.
Let Loke respond to you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going down the list to get everyone's opinion. Then we can open up to a free for all. Go ahead, Loke.
So first of all, I didn't get to respond to Lemon when everyone was going off. When I was saying, when I was challenging your statement that PC is not all it's cracked up to be, even taking everything you said into account, Lemon, the thing that blew my mind and made me sure that I made the right decision with PC is that I woke up one Saturday and I was like, I remember X-Men 2 on the Sega Mega Drive. I'd like to play that. Do you know what I did 2 hours later?
What did you do? You downloaded it.
I played X-Men 2 right there. I can't do that on PlayStation. I can't do that on Xbox. I can't do that on Nintendo.
Can I say
whatever
something?
I have on PC? No, hold on. Let me finish. Whatever I have on PC, right, is mine moving forward. And to close this
that's
point,
what the master race means.
I don't care about not being able to play Marvel Tokon day one. Matter of fact, year one, motherfucker. My backlog is bigger than
I like that.
right?
Everybody
That's
got a
how
little
big
lemon
my
in us.
backlog is.
But hold
Right?
on, let me add this though. Let me add
doesn't
this.
have a backlog bigger than
Let me
mine.
add this. Let me add this, right? Because what you described is the definition of what master race means. People think it means powerful PCs, and
Nope.
and it doesn't mean that. It means exactly what you explained. But how about this?
Everything.
Try that with GTA 6, motherfucker.
Listen, the
You
way that
mean
emulator is
the
going,
game we don't
the
have
way
a
that
release date
emulator is
for on
going,
PC?
Thank
the way
you.
that emulator is going, the way that
Mm-mm.
emulator is going, GTA 6 might be running by December. I'm good. I'm not in a rush, brother. I am
So now
not
you're gonna
in a
take the black
rush.
market response and not a legal response.
Why wouldn't you take the black market response when it's
Listen,
Because
available?
everybody can't do
Gabe
that,
Newell,
Cozy. Everybody
Gabe
don't have that
Newell,
knowledge to do shit
Gabe
like
When
that.
it's
Newell
available.
already
Guys,
wrote
let
the
him say it
book
again.
on this. Gabe Newell already wrote the book on this. Piracy is a service problem, right? That's why Steam makes billions. People could be pirating all the time.
Yeah.
Why are motherfuckers spending billions on Steam, on GOG? Why are there hundreds of PC stores that sell keys, that sell
They
keys?
sell to me.
Money
I
is
have
being exchanged. Motherfuckers
I told you I've been had
prefer
dispatch.
to
Day one,
buy.
Steam.
so with somebody
People
that has
prefer to buy. Don't lie to yourself thinking like all these other freaks talking about PCs all about piracy. It's not. People prefer to buy. It's a service issue.
Listen, I'm a PC person. I understand all sides of it. I'm not coming from a console perspective. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Also as a PC person, I would like to say that I have games in GOG, I have games in Epic Game Store, and I have the majority of my games in Steam. I have bought games on GOG. So GOG, good old games is what it stands for. In case those of you didn't know.
DRM free.
Yep, DRM free. But their games that you get on GOG are still operating OS specific. So if you get a game that's not supported on Windows 11, say it's from Windows XP or Windows 10, it won't run, even though you got it on GOG.
EA Generals.
Yes,
Command and Conquer Generals.
I've got a couple of games on GOG
right?
that will not run. I
That's a
have the
fact.
same games on Steam, and they launch and they run fine.
No, but it's all
Don't
the
care
same.
because I
It's all
don't
the
need a
same,
launcher.
KY. It's simplistic. It's just the same.
Let me explain something that GOG does, especially with their older titles. A lot of those titles, especially the really old ones, they actually have been they had to go in and mess with them because their game speed was based on the speed of the CPU.
Facts.
So if you ran the raw code from back then now on our machines, it'd be so fast you wouldn't be able to play shit.
We'd get like 3,000 frames a second.
Yeah. So they actually go in.
Okay.
They actually go in and they have to tweak the game to tell it to.
I'm gonna tell you.
I can't run Supreme Commander on GOG, but I can run it on Steam.
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't care because I don't have to use a launcher. That's the best part.
I'm gonna tell you a game that I was talking to K Mega about 2 nights ago. That I get.
Hey, friend of the channel, K Mega.
That I get 399 frames, and I really get more than that. That's just the limit that the game could show because it says 3, and the 99 is like a fucking speedometer. It just keeps going, right? It never changes. It just goes right. It was Street Fighter Cross Tekken on PC.
I'm still upset they don't have Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
They never.
They promised us.
Yeah, they promised us.
They promised us, and then they fucking
they just released it overseas with new netcode, and it works online. But anyway, so I just was telling him 2 nights ago. I said that shit is so old that when I put it on, this is when I had my 1080 Ti graphic card.
Ooh, I still have that.
I still got it on
the shelf back there. It's a fucking classic, dude.
Yeah, you can't beat that. But what's crazy is when I used to you can't beat that because it did everything well. But the crazy part about that is what I'm saying is when I used to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken on my PC and I put on the frames, it says 3 and 9s just keep flipping. So what you're saying is 1,000% correct with the older hardware. But I'm also Command and Conquer's dude. Command and Conquer Generals is my favorite EA RTS, or what you call them? Yeah, RTSs.
It's an RTS.
So
yeah, that's an RTS.
that shit don't work on nothing I own today.
Nope.
Nothing. And they haven't made a RTS to compete with that with modern weapons, right? Nukes and jets. They got space simulators, all the other shit. That shit does not work. But Master Race means exactly what you say. All your shit from the past, it moves with you forward. That's what Master Race means. These assholes on Twitter think Master Race means 50-90 powers. That has nothing to do with power. Has nothing to do with that.
No.
It's being able to take your shit from console to system to system. Yeah.
All right. The second response was to your question about Sony, right?
Yep.
Wize?
Yes, I'm listening.
I hope they burn in the deepest hole of hell. I hope the PS6 comes out and it sells worse than the Wii U.
It won't happen.
I know that's not going to happen, right? Because only people like me have principles. Everyone else is a spineless piece of swine, just waiting to slop up whatever is thrown at the trough, right?
That is an unfair statement because you're talking from
what it is.
No, you are talking from a point of, okay, yes, you are well versed in this stuff. The average person is not. So when an average person buys a console or buys a gaming thing, or parents buy something for their kids, the de facto or the default is PlayStation, whether you like that or not.
Ignorance does not save you from being ignorant and from suffering the consequences. You're
I think what you're asking people to do is a big ask. Like you're saying, okay, sir, don't buy this console. Rather, go build yourself a PC.
Instead of this big ask, right? Instead of this big ask, get on your knees, open your mouth, and swallow this big load.
No, but okay, hang on. But here's the question. Here's the problem.
Real quick.
Okay, no, first Paul, then Triple. Go ahead.
Here's the problem with everything you're saying. Look, because you're acting like just because we're not jumping on the, oh my God, we're going to not do anything for Sony because of the shit they're doing for, they aren't going to notice this if 100,000 people do it. You would seriously need to get millions of people to go along with this shit for them to notice.
You need more than just even 1 million. Even 1 million.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
For you, Paul. You are part of the revolutionary generation, Paul. I understand of standing on your principles, regardless of whether you're going to win or not. And right now, you are espousing the position that if there's no winning position, it's not worth doing.
No, I'm not saying don't, but there's also the other side. If you're doing something and you know it's not going to work, because you would literally need to have tens of millions of people follow along. No, there is no full because they don't care.
Do the right thing.
They don't do the right thing.
We're talking about games. What's the right thing?
They don't care what the Western market.
Right.
No,
the right
they don't
thing
care
grabbing
what the Western market is going to do.
Aiming
they don't care
at Sony's dome.
No,
right?
No, it's not about the right
for the emperor.
No. If what Sony is doing works for someone, it works for someone, and it's not about right or wrong. If it works for someone, it works for them.
And if you didn't want this to happen,
listen,
all those people
Nazi
that are
Germany worked for someone. I promise you that.
Exactly.
All those people that are crying out, all those people that are now crying.
Fair play.
All those people that are crying out for physical, where have they been the last 10 years as physical sales dropped lower?
Talk that shit.
Talk
that shit.
So can I ask?
No, don't be asking questions, Paul.
Can I
Don't be asking questions.
Okay,
and then
I'm
we
just
can't respond. And then we can't respond. Don't be asking questions. Then we can't respond.
Okay, wait.
I have an
Triple, you got the mic. Triple.
Myself, these people that you're asking about, Paul. I'm one of these people. I was being slow cooked like a French frog, and then Sony turned up the blaze. You know what the issue is, Paul? I'm not one of those people that's like, man, I've been fucking up for so long. I guess I'm just gonna keep on fucking up. No, I was fucking up. I woke up. I'm about to stop fucking up.
Okay. And you know what you're going to get for it? Nothing.
Okay.
Because they aren't going to give a shit.
I don't do the right thing to get a reward. I do the right thing because I think it's the motherfucking right thing
basically,
to do.
Okay, hold
basically,
on.
Guys, let Triple get his words in, please.
Let Triple go, man.
Basically,
y'all gonna keep going back and forward. Let Triple go,
You're
man.
Don Quixote at this point.
My question to Mo is it the fact that you don't have physical anymore, or how they handle the digital licensing?
No,
because you say you're a fan of PC but PC is primarily a lot of people use digital.
Not
so is it
all digital? There's no physical.
A lot of people
hasn't been used since 2016.
Triple, you haven't been listening to me. You haven't been listening to me the whole time. Like when I went on my rant about Metal Gear Solid, you clearly weren't listening because I was talking about ownership. I was talking about the fact
that's what I'm. Hold on.
You don't own shit on PC either.
It's the question. No. Listen.
You don't own it on
my
Steam,
question.
Cozy.
It's not that I wasn't listening. It's not that I wasn't listening. The issue that I'm having is people arguing disc versus ownership. You can have, if your issue is the fact that we're going towards the digital side, but there's no ownership, I understand. But if people are saying, hey, a lot of people are going to digital, that doesn't dismantle what they're saying. It's a truth, but at the same time, you need to express like, hey, if you're going to go all digital, make sure there's ownership protections for people, because people are mixing up. I want my physical.
Exactly. That's what
people
I'm saying.
Are mixing up. I want my physical games, but they aren't mixing. Hey. Yeah,
okay, can I say something? Let me add something.
Just to close real quick. What people haven't really been mentioning, and all of this physical talk about we're not going to buy a disc and blah blah blah, is that no one's saying, hey, if you're going to go digital, improve digital ownership. No one has said that. Everyone keeps saying we want physical. No one's saying, hey, if you're going to go
shorthand, it's shorthand. Triple. Social media. You cannot write 10 pages and explain context on social media. No disc, no buy is shorthand for we want ownership.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. You a physical purchaser, Loke?
No, like I said, I haven't bought physical.
So why the fuck are you arguing about it?
No.
Don't just shout and then not let me respond.
It's the principle of the matter, and I understand that.
Don't shout that question and then not let me respond.
The reason I asked you that, I respect that, Loke, but I'm gonna say this for the record, like I said, the fucking Noof Nuka. You fucking dudes got a disc with a DRM code on it. The fucking game is not on the disc.
Oh my God! Listen,
listen. Let me finish. Live went down and people disc did not work because you couldn't authenticate the game because they need a DRM check from the disc. If your game is bigger than 50 gigs, they're not putting it on the disc.
What is the max capacity for a Blu-ray anyways? Isn't it
50 gigs?
Again,
is it 50?
It could be 100.
This is now.
Listen to me. It could be 100 or 200. They do not use that for video games because you do not have double-side readers in consoles.
For anyone, that's listening to this,
gigs, right?
For anyone that's listening to this podcast,
Call of Duty is not on a disc. 2K is not on a disc. Madden is not on a disc.
For anyone listening to this podcast,
what you own is a piece of plastic and a fucking plastic fucking disc with DRM.
Also,
for anyone that's keeping score, I'm about to say it for the third time. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone keeping score, I'm about to say it for the third time. Third time. At no point have I focused on physicals what we want.
No, not you. I'm saying about the argument on Twitter, not you, bro.
Ownership.
No, facts. They need to do better with that.
About what other people are saying.
No. I'm talking about the masses, not you. And I'm also going to say this too. The only company that's been talking about protecting people's rights with these games has been Phil Spencer and Microsoft. Game preservation. That's no facts. We're not gonna sugarcoat it because the man is out now. He's been saying this since he talked about it. Since he talked about Game Pass. Yes, he's been saying it. No, GOG is PC.
honestly,
we talking about console. We talking about console.
I'm uncomfortable
Console.
defending
Yeah.
Xbox.
We know.
I'm
we
uncomfortable. I'm
Yo,
out of my element defending Xbox.
Listen, I'm talking the facts. I don't care about
I don't
people's
know what to
opinions.
do, man.
These are the facts. Listen, when I said, how can y'all people complain about going digital and you can't walk into no store the last 10 years and buy no PC game? Nobody gave a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cared.
And the disk drive on a PC is an afterthought.
Do they even make anymore?
My
No
last two
laptops on
bills,
the
I ain't
PC.
had a fucking disk drive.
Yeah.
Facts.
But, you know, that's
So,
the point.
this is what I'm saying. This shit is fucking fake on the internet.
Yeah, no, and
Because
this is the point. Like this
when they
has
talk
been
about-
has been in the works for the longest time. Lemon, Paul, you guys, all of y'all know this. Okay, Stephen, you also know this as well. We went from 8-track to VHS, VHS to cassette, cassette to CD.
No.
You're kind of backwards. You're jumping.
Betamax, then VHS,
and 8-track with audio. So you went
then
from 8-track to
laser
cassette.
discs.
Right, laser discs. I missed a couple.
Laser discs.
By the way, just so you know, most of those formats only lasted between 10 and 20 years.
Yeah, but the problem is that
Shit,
they
some
kept
of 'em-
upgrading the
Some
format
of 'em
to
were quicker
another
than that.
higher storage
Yes.
medium,
Right.
right? But the problem
what
is,
I'm saying.
after Blu-ray, they stopped all of the research
Yes.
into
Well,
storage mediums.
Yes.
because digital became the most
easy-
the most
Listen.
expandable
Easy way out.
format.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm
people-
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you the exact number that EA reported in 2016. 2016. That's 10 years ago. 52% of our sales was digital.
Yeah.
That was the downfall of the disc. That was in 2016. We are 10 years
Yeah.
from that.
Can we talk about the people who are?
Imagine. Hold on? Let me ask you a question. Did they sell Grand Theft Auto 6 in the stores?
No, that's what I'm saying. Imagine there are people literally complaining about this that pre-ordered GTA 6. You're a bitch. Shut
$3
the fuck up.
billion
Hold on.
worth of motherfuckers.
Can I add
What
to
are we
this real
talking
quick?
about
Because I know I've already said this, but the issue when people are only up in arms over no disc is that it's lost in translation. If your issue is ownership, but you spend all these years buying digital and the mention of no physicals, now we talk ownership, it's lost in translation of what you truly want.
Right.
You want your digital accesses or your purchases to go along multiple generations and for you to actually own the copy. So if you only cause an uproar when the discs are no longer being produced, that lets them know that, hey, they're really just talking about this. If your issue is ownership,
Facts.
physical or
Facts.
digital, you have to clarify. And I
Yep.
understand what you're saying. Look, when you're on Twitter, you only got so much of a character limit, but you have to make that notified because again,
And
you're
you have
only
to-
upset. You're
and-
only upset
and you
that no
have
more
to-
discs.
And you have to convince the retards.
No, you
The
don't. Here's the
retards.
thing.
If-
Name
if-
Let me
fucking-
ask you- hold on.
Wait, stop.
Makes
Don't
no
you
sense.
please don't use that
Hold
word.
on, let
Please
him
don't use that
respond.
word.
Let him respond.
I don't want to
Why?
use that word. I'm just asking him, don't use the word.
Why?
Because
social
you're
media
wrong.
says
Because
so
you're
not
addicted.
Please
to.
don't.
Fuck social media.
I'm from the Jordan Peterson school of thought.
Talk
If you're
that
gonna
shit.
tell me not to
Oh my
use the
God.
word,
I'm asking
we're gonna
you.
have a conversation about that.
It's
No,
just a
because,
matter of
bro,
respect.
I'm
you're
Or
wrong.
else-
Respect.
As a disabled person, I'm asking you
It-
not to
it
use
not
the
only
word.
is disrespectful,
Disabled
but
don't
it's
mean
wrong.
retard.
Dude. Okay, you guys know. Okay, I'm out there. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm asking, you know what? I don't ask anything from you people. I'm just asking you, please. Don't
No,
use
but you
that
said
word.
because
people.
you're disabled, but disabled don't have
But-
nothing to do
but-
with the word
but-
retard.
but- because I'm black,
see,
Paul? You people?
you want me to call you
It's
that word?
definitely a
Is that
term
okay
that's
then?
used against
You
disabled
Can
people.
we go
people-
back to why we hate PlayStation?
No, I'm talking about the group as a whole. I don't ask anything.
It's definitely a
from this
term
group.
that's used against disabled people.
Right.
Let's
Okay,
not-
so I'm gonna have to
You
interject
don't say
here.
midgets, you say little
The-
people.
The R word was used in the Game Set Live podcast last night.
I use that shit every day. Fucking
And Paul
retards.
did not react the way he is reacting now.
Ooh.
Maybe because I didn't hear it.
Oh. How convenient.
We
But-
all
Because
laughed
you
about
said
it.
it, Steve.
Okay,
It wasn't me. Maybe it's because I'm not the one who
You
said
know
it.
what? That's fine.
Maybe that's the issue.
No, let's talk about
I
this.
use that word all the
But you
time.
see, that's
when
the
I be
problem. No,
on the
let me
bus,
bring
I
it
be
back,
like, you
guys.
fucking
Guys,
people
let
are
me.
retards.
This is not what I want to go on to. This is not what the podcast is
Triple.
about.
Triple.
All right.
You know,
Okay,
Go.
back to my point. Triple. no disc, no buy gets more people to who will just understand more or less the gist of what you're saying, rather than no disc, no ownership.
No, you sound stupid as fuck. Here's why. Name a game that people are playing. Here's why. Name a game.
Are we allowed to say that?
Actively, yes, we are. Because
Why
name
is
a game.
such
The
a hot
problem
button
is.
topic?
Hold on, Cozy.
Did you ask Paul if you're allowed to say that, Cozy?
People getting so offended about this whole
Cozy. Because the problem is people keep saying this, but
did you
name
ask
a game.
Me? Cozy, maybe I'm offended. Maybe I don't want
because you sound
to be
stupid
using
saying
the word
that.
stupid.
I'm saying you sound
he
stupid
does
saying
not.
that.
He does not.
Here's why.
He does not.
As an African,
okay,
name
a game.
As an African, right? As an African,
Africans are stupid.
I've heard lots of people call Africans stupid. So maybe I'm comfortable you using the word stupid, Cozy. What's up?
So what I'm saying is, the problem is you can't name a game.
Cozy, are you just gonna move forward?
Yeah, because your argument is stupid. I'll call someone stupid if their argument is stupid. Name a game.
Cozy,
I can't ban words.
Cozy, you're coming at this at the wrong angle. The problem
is
let her
I got her name a game that someone has bought that disappeared from their library.
Look at your bird is trying to tell you to shut the fuck up. Look at your bird.
2. EA,
look at your bird.
Lord of the Rings license. If you have the disc, you can still play it on your 360. Otherwise, it's gone. Literally
it's a
gone.
360 game.
Don't move the goalpost.
You can't get it on EA. You can't get it on Steam. It's gone.
Can I give you a game?
Is the only survival of that game.
Can I give you another game that's on my dashboard? If you go to Twitter right now and I put up, let me see what your dashboard looks like, right? 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. You cannot buy it digitally. You cannot download it on PC. You only can play it with the disc. 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. 4 million copies.
And it's a good game. That is a legitimate good game.
And I'm telling you,
wiped off the face of the planet.
That's right.
Digital wise.
That's right. That's right. Because they lost the rights to the music, and the only way.
Bought it, they delete it from your library.
No,
but you can still play.
No, exactly. Exactly. If you bought it, if you paired that
with
listen.
If you have the disc, you can play it. You can't digitally download it to your library. It doesn't exist digitally.
I don't even get right. Hold on. Listen, Cozy, relax.
Bitch, you gotta shut the fuck up.
I'm right. No, because you're no, that's not a digital game. Name a digital game.
Hold on.
Guys, we're talking over each other. Just to bring it back in.
Right.
Those examples. What I'm saying. So we're arguing two different things. Okay, we're arguing. Whatever examples you guys use, if you purchased it and it's in your library, can you still download it? Yes or no? Not purchasing this. Yes. I've owned it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's what she's arguing. If you can still download it, and that's the example she's asking for.
No, but this see, the argument is not really what we're having here with us. It's the argument for the people on Twitter who's talking shit, who makes no sense. It's really not us here. We get it, right? Like, look. I'm a lazy fuck. I've been buying digitally forever because I game share. When I used to buy, hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
No, super convenient. I ain't got to get off the couch.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. If I game share with my daughter's godfather, Mr. Mini-Me, right? His name is Mini-Me. They call him Mini because he's like a Mini-Me, right? But when I used to buy, like, say, God of War collectible, right? Or Halo collectible, and it came with the disc, I used to take the game back to the store, get the credit and Microsoft money, and buy the digital so he get a chance to play it also. Because we game share. Game share has way more benefits. The problem, and Sony is the villain for this, they're revoking, this shit is crazy. And you know, I collect hard disk movies. I'm big on that. They're taking away.
Big in general.
Wow.
Ooh, my bad. It was right there. I
had about 5 comebacks, but I'm trying to stay focused. But hold on, let me finish. Let me finish my point.
Then I have a soapbox to go on. Go on.
So this is the thing. Game sharing and digital content is where it's at. There's 2 major caveats I could say right off the bat. You could beat all the lines at the store, and the special editions of games do not sell out digitally.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to do midnight launches, you can go check my channel. You used to see 600 people in my hood in the middle of the night at a 12 o'clock midnight launch. Digital has taken over my neighborhood so bad. The last time I did an NBA 2K and Call of Duty, which was the biggest lines, where I got mad content, many people to interact, it was down to 20 and 30 people. It was Call of Duty and fucking 2K. And I said, the digital age, it's over. Because we used to go to the store and buy the $150 2K or Madden. And once GameStop sold out, they never restocked them. That was a wrap. But if you get it digitally, I used to tell people in the store when I used to hang out, you know you can still buy it digitally. Just go to your store on your console, and you'll still be able to get that Kobe edition, that Jordan edition, that John Madden edition. And then I guess that shit kicked in because it went from 600 people, and I mean literally 600 people and better, to like 20, 30 people. Digital is the way to go. But Sony has, like I said, with the movie stuff.
Not just Sony.
Hold on. I'm talking about recently, they have taken away movie catalogs and game catalogs and revoked your rights.
What games?
Don't get me the line. I just read the article. That shit pissed me off.
Name the games.
I just said I don't know.
Okay, exactly. That's what people keep saying.
But hold on.
The article. Where's the article?
The article. It was on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter.
You saw a thing on social media.
But that was from fucking Sony.
Cozy, hold on. Just rewind. I think the simplest way to look at this is the fact.
It wasn't like no fucking Charlie.
No, that's what I keep asking. People keep saying like, but they took the movies. Sony didn't take the movies. Movie licensing is very different from game licensing.
But the problem is the fact that it's possible, and we don't know for how the future is going to turn out. So discussing that and expressing that is fair because you're showing us that this digital product, whether it's game or movie,
whether it's movie or movie,
it's valid.
Let them finish.
The point I'm saying is like it's valid to have a concern. You show me that my digital library can be lost. If you have people saying, "Hey, quell this fear that I have," and express that, "Hey, we're not going to do that," whether it's a statement, whether it's whatever they got to do, show people that we're not going. Until then, people have the valid reason to be upset because we don't know. You showed me that you can take it. And it was movies this time.
Movie fans have known this for years.
I have the list.
Thank
September 1st, 2026.
Cerebral Paul with that alley-oop.
So it's going to be titles like Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Total Recall, Hot Fuzz, Evil Dead 2. Even if you previously bought them, they will be removed from your library.
Yo, Paul, I didn't read that article.
Removed.
Paul.
Movies.
Paul,
games,
I did not read that article. Lemon made that up.
Give me games. Give me games. That's what I keep asking. Give me games.
You said what movies? You said what movies?
You did say what movies.
No, I said what has been removed. But I wasn't talking. I was specifically talking about give me games that have been removed.
Let me
give me games.
Let me inject here. Everyone is really on like the edge here with this whole topic being really like, we were throwing words at each other and everything, and especially with you, because so what are you saying is that people don't have a legitimate concern?
People are basically people like, so example, if you love movies, like I love movies, I buy movies. People who love movies, they have long known that movie digital licensing is bullshit and have not and will actively don't.
So why don't you say the same thing about games digital licensing?
They don't have that issue of game digital licensing.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
There are games you can't play.
Why?
The issue is I just want to close out. In the future, if the only option I have is to go through the PlayStation Store, how do we not know they're just gonna, hey, now that we have 100% ownership, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We don't know. That's why people are saying voice your opinion right now, because we just don't know if they can each change their opinion.
I'm not arguing against it. I'm not arguing against like getting like it.
So what are you arguing?
I'm arguing that it has not been an issue.
It has been an issue
right
though.
Now.
What digital games have you bought?
No, what PC gamer?
What digital games have you bought that have been removed from your library?
Cozy, you bought Vampire Survivors digitally, or fucking you went to the store and said I need a hard copy?
But what copies, digital copies of your games have been removed from your library?
I didn't say none of mine. I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying. Basically, people are like, this happened with movies.
But
that's
the
like
point is,
that's the issue.
Don't
wait for it to happen. Don't wait.
Exactly.
You have that
Cozy.
DVD of
the
that
point
movie.
is,
So
the
what does it
point
matter?
is, people make a line with points on the board, and Sony has lots of points. They still just haven't made that final line to video games, and people
the movie thing isn't Sony. The movie thing is how movies have long operated.
No.
They've
It's
long
not
done
about
this.
Sony. It's not even about Sony. It's the fact that they don't have control over the product. They pay for a product. You see this? Like, I bought this. I have control over this. There's no way anyone can take this from me. But Sony theoretically could take away your digital games.
They've already talked about that.
The same way they've already taken away people's digital movies.
They didn't take those away.
No, hang on.
What we're speaking on.
What do you mean? The movies, they did take it away. They did take them away.
They didn't take them away.
Those movies I listed, even if you bought them, you can no longer.
Sony didn't take them away. That is like the publishers. They take them away.
That's
how movies work.
I just gotta
That's not how movies work.
Question.
That's not how
Do you
movies
do you understand the concern?
Yes, hang on. I want to explain to you right now. Microsoft, you can no longer buy movies through Microsoft on the app or through their store. But all the movies I previously bought from their store, I still have access to.
Probably
they said something about that as well.
Keep that access.
That's right. Sony didn't pay to keep that access.
Why would you?
So it is because like people.
That's
like
a line on the graph now.
I just told you why.
So
okay.
The way. So what I wanted to say earlier is the way that it's being conceived in the community, and you have to look at this from a perspective of a buyer, not somebody that does a podcast about games, and not somebody that really follows what's going on in the industry. If you buy a physical version of anything from the perspective of the buyer, whether or not it's now or 20 years from now, if I have the hardware that physical version is used for, I should be able to run it. And with physical being taken away, you put us strictly in a category where it is only licensed. If I have a physical version, then I have an argument with don't kill games. I have an argument. I have a physical copy that should always be in some sense usable. When you take away physical, you're putting everything strictly in that licensing realm, which can be foggy and unsure. And that's the problem everybody's having. If I buy something physical, I should always be able to use it.
Real quick, let me speak to the other side. Let me speak to the other side.
The problem is you won't have that option.
But Sony's taking away it.
Hang on.
Because y'all bitches didn't buy physical.
Stop. Let me speak real quick because she keeps saying games. Did you know Sony, and this was just a couple months ago, and you guys might remember this, if you don't log into your account after a while for Sony, they said 30 days.
3 years. 3 years. You lose everything. 3 years.
Everything is gone. All your licenses, all your games, all your movies, everything in your account is no longer there. Period. So so
I don't want to step on you, Paul, but I do want to say that that happened to me. That I didn't have that problem, but that sort of situation did happen to me. I got really sucked up into Steam and all the games that are available on Steam, and they're not available on console. So for like a solid 6 months, well, you remember, Paul, you were on the show.
Yeah. For
a solid 6 months, I ran gameplay of games that I had played on Steam. Yeah. And I hadn't even fired up my console. And, if that could have gone on even longer. And if I did play on that platform, I was at risk of losing everything that I ever paid for digitally. That's not okay.
But you see, this is my point.
The problem, the only thing to add.
Go ahead.
It's you don't want to put trust in the corporations to do good by the consumer without reference to say, hey, you will. That's the problem. I've read a story and I had to look at the specific story. Like corporations to the point they're changing contracts after it's already been signed.
Right.
So you want me to expect Sony to say, hey, now that you can only buy games for us, you could trust us that your game will carry forward with you till the end of time. Like, I don't trust
This one's waking up from the Matrix. This one's waking up.
Well, and that's like I'm saying to Sony, that all this stuff with the ownership thing with Sony, those user agreements, they just changed in the last 60 days.
Yeah,
and those aren't the ones we signed. And those aren't the ones we signed.
The difference between Sony and Xbox is that Sony doesn't have at any of the track history that Xbox has had with back compatibility and game preservation. Sony has none of that. Every console they've came out with, they've expected you to buy a newer version of the game to play it on that platform. This is what is so concerning to PlayStation users. Xbox users, we're still playing stuff that we had on the 360.
I honestly think that's the big problem I have is that you guys, we're talking about this as enthusiasts. We will see, and we've seen from the GTA 6 sales, people don't put their money where their mouth is. They don't. They absolutely do not.
Because they don't know. They don't know better.
Yeah. By the way, I want to point out, and Steve, you know this. They just put four games from there. They put the 4 games from the original OG Xbox are now available on Game Pass for PC.
Yes,
PC. And they said they're going to keep doing that.
Yes, they're going full back compat on PC. Xbox is going to release every game that they literally possibly can.
What is this? An Xbox loving? What's going on?
No, just showing what they're doing about game preservation.
Let me inject here for a bit. I do want to push back a little bit when you made that statement, Steve, that Sony was not into game preservation. No, it was the shift between the PS3 and the PS4 where Sony abandoned all of its prior catalog because
I was going to mention the cell processor.
That was because of the GPU switch and the CPU switch. But before that, the PS3 could play PS2 and PS1 games. PS2 could play PS1 games. And in fact, it was Sony that was sort of ushered all
this out. But they monetized the upgrade from console to console instead of giving you
they have the PlayStation
version that is suited for your platform.
And remember that.
So they made money on the game twice.
Yep. And there were
two. Can I ask a question real quick? And this is purely from a perspective, if I'm using it correctly, ignorance on my end, is that there is our PS3 on PC. So there is a way to emulate games on PC. Whereas I look at Sony, I'm just like, you could say it's a cell processor. I'm just like, do you just not see the value in the return in terms of it's not impossible because we can't make money over it, no, our hardware just can't run it. Because those are two different things.
They didn't see a return on their investment to take the time.
And there you go. And that's where just going on the topic of like who's putting in
and
effort
plus those
for
Jaguar chips of the PS4 were fucking anemic to begin with.
But no, I'm just talking purely on the who's actually putting effort into preservation. I understand from a business perspective, you want to do what makes you money. But if you're showing that, hey, it's not going to make us money, so we're not going to focus on preservation, that just gives more credence to why I can't trust
that's the point. Anyone saying that any of these corporations are doing this preservation shit for all kumbaya and just brownie points is fucking delusional. They're doing it for the money. Yes. And that is my initial. I need to respond. Let me say this. That was my initial topic, or what was my initial situation when I brought this topic in. I don't think it's either Xbox or Sony or Nintendo or Steam or GOG or Epic Games. I don't think it's any of their problems. It is a something that you were going to need the governments to get involved with, because left to their own devices, these corporations are going to find ways of milking you more and more as they can. And we are sitting here and we're putting Sony under the bus, which I think they do deserve it. At the same time, however, I think that the real argument should be to your congressman and stuff, saying, hey, look, this is bullshit. This stuff is being taken away from us. Figure out a way where we can buy this shit and it stays with us for an appreciable amount of time.
The problem is most of our congresmen are over 80 years old and have no fucking clue.
They don't even know how fucking Facebook works, so I don't even think that's
and
I want to respond to
political, not to get too political.
In the chat.
Paul, okay. I want to agree with you. Don't get too political.
You're really going to continue to talk over me.
Down here, it's corruption.
Yeah.
Over there, it's called lobbying.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, we know about lobbying. Yeah.
So I'm going to react to Rick Crusher in the chat. I hope I'm saying that correctly. You say that, Bob, I can't play Fracture on my Series X, so no, you can't play every game. What we're saying is, okay, so if you can play Fracture if you have the physical disc and the platform it was intended to. What we're getting at is that if Sony ends physical sales at the start of the PS6, well, who's to say at the PS8 they're still going to allow you to use the disc that you bought? That's what we're saying. Like I said, I have Battle for Middle-earth 2 for 360. I can still pop it into my 360 and I can play it with the newest update that was available at that time. And the 360 store is dead. It's been dead for a year now. That's what we're getting at. If we have a disc, we still have the ability to go back and play that game as long as we've held on to that hardware. We're not talking about taking that physical media and put it into our console that we have today. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about having a game that can't be taken away from us because of time.
Yeah.
Digitally, that can happen.
You can still
physically, as long as you have that hardware, you can still play that game and enjoy that game.
And there are some caveats to that, though, because some games aren't actually on the disc because of their size. You have a license on that disc that lets you then access the game, but that's a whole nother side of it. That's
Well, when has any corporation done anything that has not helped their bottom line? Like, see, that's the problem that I'm having. People are always like saying, okay, this company bad, this company good, this company good, this company bad. No, they're all fucking bad. It's you have to sort of like, pick your battles.
Good or bad.
But Wize, with that example,
they just have bad incentives. The companies are unfeeling ones and zeros.
Exactly.
We just need to make sure we incentivize them to move in the direction that we want. They're not good or bad.
I'll simplify it this way. You say all companies are bad. True, sure. Let's go with that. But on PlayStation, if I want a refund, I can't get one if I simply download it. Xbox, I can get a refund.
Here. No, I agree with you, Triple. There's
I get that. That's where No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not expecting the companies to do everything good for me.
They're bad in different ways. They're bad in different ways.
They're bad in different ways. I'd rather, again, like, you could say Xbox and PlayStation are bad, but at least I could get a refund if I download the game on Xbox. Like, at least do something good for the consumer in some sense, instead of saying 100% negativity with no good sides to it. That's what I'm talking about.
They should, instead of them just coming out on a fucking Twitter tweet and saying, as of 2028, no fucking discs. It sucks to be you, be like a fucking soup Nazi, no discs for you. Instead of that, just saying, hey, we're going to revamp our online structure. Because another thing that I'm worried about is this. Forget about PlayStation games. If I want to buy a game that is not PlayStation, that is not PlayStation on my PlayStation platform, because now the consoles are going to be $1,000, so maybe instead of being able to afford all three consoles, I can only afford one. Okay, so now I'm going to buy all of the games that I'm going to get, whether they're third party or first party, in the same fucking basically environment. What is the problem with PlayStation is this: there is no competing platform out there. Like, for example, for on a PC, I can go to Steam, I can go to the Xbox Game Store, I can go to the Epic Game Store, I can go to GOG, I can find a deal. When I go to PlayStation, now that the only thing I can go to is buy it from PlayStation Store, they can regulate the price to the point where, it's like, okay, whether I have to pay $60 for a game, I can get somewhere else for $30. That's another.
They actually already announced as part of this that they're going to sell keys again.
What?
They're going to allow keys again. They already announced that. That was part of it. They'll allow keys again.
So, like, I can go to CD Keys, get the game from and play it on my PlayStation.
They'll allow keys. I don't know what capacity, but basically you can still be able to go, like, how you go in a store and buy a key? You'll still be able to go in a store and buy keys. So they'll have keys.
See, right now, as much of a Nintendo fan that I am, it fucking pisses me off that if I go to the eShop, I'm still paying $60 for Breath of the fucking Wild. You know, and therein lies the rub of it all. You know,
and people pay.
Yeah, like that doesn't make any
sense
to me.
That's the thing. The problem is you guys are minorities, and I don't mean that joke as we were joking before. People, the market dictates. The market dictates. You know, we are fighting a battle that we have lost.
Yes.
We are the old timers sitting around a campfire talking about the battle where we were the losers.
The Alamo. Remember the Alamo.
Yeah.
The South will rise again. That is us.
That is us.
Wow, this has been a really racially triggered.
Or if you like Warhammer, we are the Marines talking about the Emperor shall rise again. That nigga is dead, bro. He ain't coming back.
That's the thing. I come from a very cynic sense of, because you watch people and you watch their actions. Like, I still remember I was talking to someone and they were complaining about this entire conversation. I was like, but you pre-ordered GTA 6. And they're like, yeah, but that's different. And I was like,
no, it's not.
No, I completely I understand it, because people. Go ahead.
No. That was my reaction. I was like,
and I get that, because when I see people say Sony is like ignoring where people are, they're not thinking of the person who has to worry about their Wi-Fi cutting out, or the mom that has to drive 50 miles to get a physical disc. I'm like, the market is showing where the vast majority of people are heading. So they're going off of statistics.
And I was going to say, and like I pointed out on Twitter, Sony actually has the actual numbers, as does Microsoft.
They have the numbers.
We just have, guesstimations and ideas, and no, they actually have the numbers for physical versus digital.
Exactly.
And all that.
No,
so my position when it comes to it is just always just like, if you're gonna go the all digital route, and again, it's a corporation, I can only expect so much. Do as much as you can to make it a consumer beneficial to the consumer friendly.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Do the best, and that's the issue, and that's why, even though 99% of my library is digital, I understand people pushing to get Sony, because it's like, you're not doing it for the consumer benefit. And if you're going to go this route, do something beneficial to the consumer, but you're not. So let Sony know that you're upset.
But see, I'm also a big proponent of the free market.
Because that's what's going to incentivize them to maybe change.
No, but see, that's where I feel the free market's going to work itself out. This next console, unless Sony subsidizes it, is going to be upwards of $1,000. This is not even you thought $599 when they announced it on the PS3 was a big ass shock. I think this price is going to be equally as bad, or if not worse. Now,
and that's why we need to start shitting on Sony right now.
But but it's going to work itself out. I think it's going to work itself out.
It needed to have been done earlier. It needed to have been done a lot earlier.
Cozy, you know what the best time to plant a tree is? 20 years ago. You know what the second best time to plant a tree is?
Today.
Right the fuck now.
Here's the problem. GTA comes out, and that's going to make them more money than anything else.
That's fine. Maybe that money lasts until 2050.
But you're not seeing the bigger picture here. GTA is on the PS5 and is going to run on the PS5. But they are trying to launch their next console, okay? And the problem is...
version of GTA.
No, but let's check it out. If you're now, as a Sony player, you're asking me to plunk down 4 figures for your console, then the games that you're asking me to buy are only on your store that I can never get a discount on, because you're price keeping or gatekeeping the price of those games. So what you're telling me is this: I better be pretty damn confident that I want to play your first party offerings. Because if your first party offerings are not worth a shit, then I have no benefit being only in your store.
No one cares about first party. Remember the Activision lawsuit? No one cares about that. The top 10 highest selling games, no one cares about first party. Let's stop the cap, right?
Were people upset about the Black Ops?
Because it's the default console, not because of exclusives.
But the other thing to note, in addition to it being like that, is like Wize. part of the reason why they're doing this is because they know the PS6 isn't going to sell as much. So you got to milk people for harder. You got to milk them harder. You got to milk them harder.
I mean, and I know they're making accommodations for this because look, the PS5, first of all, it wasn't available, and then all the games that came out for the first 2 years were, cross-gen, and that was because we couldn't make enough. That's why we're trying to. Now, what do you think is going to happen now? Now the fucking console is $1,000. So of course more people are going to hold on to their PS5, or more people might go upgrade from PS4 now to PS5 as opposed to going all the way to a PS6. Because it's just price prohibitive,
so.
But the thing is, the skins, the microtransactions are what makes the brings in the big bucks.
Yeah, and so FIFA as well.
No, but you see, that's the point. But that's why I believe that it's going to work out in the wash. Because at the end of the day, if you are just a guy or a person who just buys the PlayStation because it's the de facto console, just like McDonald's is the de facto hamburger joint, and that's why you buy a PlayStation and you only play third-party content. I think it's going to be a tall ask because you're going to be like, okay, well, why do I need this $1,000 fucking box that you're going to gatekeep everything on, for Fortnite?
No, we already.
But the normies are going to pay.
They will not pay $1,000. Go ahead.
But again, you have to, and that's what I was trying to point out before. For any of this to matter to them, it's got to be more than just us, the Western market, the United States market. They've got to feel it in the Asian market because that's their home market, and that's where the vast majority of their sales are. Mm-hmm. So so that's where they got to feel it, not here.
Mm-hmm. And to add to your point, Paul, the reason why I'm confident that the PS6, even if it's 1,000, is going to sell like gangbusters, guys. I live in a third world country that doesn't have GameStop. I've never bought a console at MSRP. We always this is a poor continent. Right. Everyone that has a console has been buying consoles for 700, 800, 1,000, 2,000. My Series X cost me 2,000 day one. My PS5 cost me 2,000 day one. $2,000. Right. And I'm not rich. I promise you, when the PS6 comes out at $1,000 a pop, it will sell. And this business about physical, this is why we're bitching.
Yeah. Should we listen to you? You have a bridge to sell behind you. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
The reason why I just stole Paul's point. Now I'm gonna still close his point. The reason why this thing is gonna sell is also because of ignorance. Only we know all this business about third party, first party, no disc, no buy. That's why we have to bitch about no disc, no buy, because we need to get as many normies that don't care about any of this stuff to scroll on their Instagram feed and find something that talks about PlayStation, be like, what's this about no disc, no buy? Because most gamers, like 90% of gamers, the normies, when the PS6 is announced, they'll see there's no disc, and then they'll ask themselves, have I been buying discs? As the statistics show, no one's buying discs. They'll just be like, you know what, whatever, let me buy the PS6 and keep it. Oh, it's 1,000. God damn. I guess I'm just gonna start saving 4 months before the console comes out, not 3, not 2, 4 months before. That's all that's gonna change. They're still gonna buy the PS6. They're still gonna buy Madden.
I know, yeah. And there were normies that were buying it like, oh man, I guess I have to have this, and they were playing that price even before they came readily available. And I was like, what are you gonna play? What game are you gonna play? Madden, 2K.
Okay, but RPG
$2,000, like $1,000 to play Madden 2K.
Well, here's an interesting point. It may be the cheapest option available at that time, because if you're going to build a PC, you would assume that would cost you a little bit more, and we don't know how Helix is going to pan out yet. So it might be the cheapest option. I mean, he's got a point there. I mean, even though it might be $1,000, it might just be the lowest cost of entry into, I hate to say, gaming. But it is what it is. Anyhow, I think we have sort of
exhausted.
Been exhausted this topic.
No. Listen, last point. It's always fuck Sony. Like today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next decade. Until this is reversed, fuck Sony.
Okay.
I
When
guess
you say
ever,
reverse, you mean tell you. So what you're saying is you want them to come out on record and say, okay, we're just going to backtrack and we're going to start making discs again.
Yes.
That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't.
It's fuck Sony forever.
Well,
again, that's why I asked earlier. Is the issue no disc, or is the issue is like, hey, if we're going all digital, can I have trust that my content will not disappear from my library? Because then we're getting mixed up with what we're trying to request from Sony.
Again, keep it. I think you guys have all heard about the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm not calling anyone stupid. I'm not calling anyone simple-minded. But the reason why Obama said, yes, we can. Obama had tons of stuff to say, but he said, yes, we can, right? The Orange Man said, MAGA.
That wasn't his.
Right?
MAGA.
Why? Because the mental capacity of most people when scrolling is, give me a quick, sexy slogan. No disc, no buy is more sexy than no disc.
Yes, we can was Bob the Builder.
But the
yes,
issue,
we can was Bob the Builder.
I get that, Loke. But the issue is that
my bad.
If Sony said, "Hey, fuck it, we're gonna go back on what we said for discs," and you can say, "Well, if they were to remove a game from the digital library, then just go buy a disc." Like that doesn't really. That only solves half the issue of like, what if I just want to stick with digital?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to help the consumer on the digital side. You're just helping the consumers on the physical side. Just like how we say PC has a better position than console. Why not push for hey, get physical while also doing what you could do right for people who want to be digital? If we only say you fix the problem by bringing back physical, like you only fix half the problem. Because the issue is we discussed with the whole Blu-ray thing or the movie thing, it's like, hey, yeah, you can go buy the Blu-ray, but your the collection is just going to vanish. You're only fixing half the problem.
I'm about to say something, Triple. I'm not trying to offend you. I swear.
No, I get it.
He's about to call you a hard
There's a mutual of mine named McQuack on Twitter. He came with the exact same thing of what you are saying right now. And he came genuine when he asked that question to the community. And then people broke it down the way I've broken it down to you guys of like, dude, it's a slogan. When they say no disc, no buy, it's for people to come in and start conversing, and then we dig in and get into the specifics, and then you're like, oh, okay, so it's not just the physical thing, it's about ownership. It's the whole package.
The issue I have with that is Wize just asked, and correct me if I'm wrong, Wize, you asked them revert the disc thing and we're done. Like that's just to simplify, you asked we want to reverse the disc and that's pretty much it.
No. Okay, so I guess I misspoke. The point is we want ownership. We want to buy one game today in 2026, and in 2056 we want to access that game on whatever platform.
I get that, and I know we're probably talking in circles, but this is the issue I'm having. And
oh God, I would be 90 years old. Oh Jesus!
Again, why? When you asked them,
you can do it, Paul.
You said
you'll make
walk back. What? When you said walk back.
All of us.
Walk back what you're doing. You said, hey, walk back to this thing, and that's pretty much what you're asking for. And that's essentially what it sounded like he was agreeing to. And so like you only fix half the problem.
Because again, when you're talking about Sony, when you look at the context of Sony, I think it's 90% or 85% of all the games that have been printed on PlayStation discs, you can install and play offline. You can just get your PlayStation 4, get your PlayStation 3, your PlayStation 2, your PS1, and most of the PS5 games. You take the disc, you put it in the machine, no internet, no nothing. It will install, you play the thing. Right? So this is the language that is associated with ownership on PlayStation. So this is the context of the situation. Now, instead of having to break the entirety of the whole story down, it was like, guys, we need a slogan. We need our gaming MAGA. We need our gamer, yes, we can. And that is no disc, no buy. And then when people go like, why are you saying MAGA? What do you mean make America great? When was America great again? Then it's like, oh, okay, sit down. Right?
Also gaming.
And then we have a Charlie Kirk situation. Hopefully no one gets shot, right?
Triple.
And then say no disc, no buy, right? It's like, dude, no disc, no buy. And it's like, okay, have a seat. And then we have a conversation, and then we get into the nitty-gritty. It's like,
so I think let me ask you this, and just to close this out. Let's say hypothetically, Sony said, "Hey, we heard you. We're reverting to this thing, but 10 years from now, if we want to remove your digital copy of Call of Duty 10 for whatever reason," and you can say, "Well, fuck it. At least I can still go buy the physical." Does that mean we won?
Good question. Good question.
Or yeah, I'll just leave it like, hey, you can go buy a physical copy of Call of Duty 10, but I can no longer download it.
In that scenario, we take it and we run. You know why? Because that takes us back to where we were before, and everyone was happy. Everyone was happy when that's owning a box meant that you owned the thing. We go back, you know what? We're now done with digital. As soon as Sony says this, I'm buying the PS6. I'm buying the PS6. As soon as Sony says this, I'm buying the PS6. I'm building a cupboard like Wize has, and I'm starting to buy my physical, and I'm done with digital.
No, I get that, but that's why I'm just like, you're kind of half-assing the problem, because we just expressed earlier referencing how they deleted the Blu-ray thing. And people are like, I hate the fact that I lost my copies of Blu-ray movies or just the movies that I own. And just to say, well, you can just go buy the Blu-ray physical. I'm just like, but that's half the problem. I pay for it. I should still have a copy of it. Just say, well, just go buy the physical. I'm just like, but I've already paid for it, so I should have it. And so while I get like, yeah,
in a war, you don't refuse the 10 kilometers of a win that is in front of you because you want to win the whole war, and you're talking about, I don't want to win this battle. It's like, no, bro, give me this battle.
What? I'll deal with the whole war. Sometimes small battles are all you got.
The issue there is that, like, you get, I'll put it this way. The simplest way I'm thinking of right now, you get the scraps that you're asking for, which is digital, instead of asking for the whole pie. Keep the energy going forward and ask for the whole pie until you say that if you only accept half of what you're asking for, it kind of goes against of what you're arguing for. You're arguing for ownership. And you get the ownership
after we get this scrap, it's not like people are just going to shut up, because now people are awake. At least the people that are complaining, now they're awake. As soon as they get this scrap, and Sony knows this, that's why they're holding fast right now. They know that once people get the hand, we're going to want the arm, and then we're going to want the whole body. That's why right now they're like, we're not giving you.
I agree, and I'm just saying, like, I hope the community as a whole, and I hope the community, whoever are behind it, know this go by. If in this hypothetical that they go back to this, I hope they keep the energy going into this. Say, hey, play with PlayStation and understand your digital library that you have accumulated over the years will stick with you until the end of time. Hopefully not 3 years that you stop playing on PlayStation, we delete your account. We're going to reverse that as well. But that's all I'm asking, like, people keep the energy. If you get what you ask for, even if you don't,
I wouldn't put any money on it.
They already folded.
I'm with Paul.
I'm speaking towards the community at this point. I'm speaking.
The community, the community is a small, irrelevant percentage. That's the problem.
All right, Cozy. Goddamn.
Okay, can we switch topics, please? So look, Steve got upset when you mentioned.
For now.
Yeah, the whole Charlie Kirk thing, that whole little comment I'm passing, Steve got upset because Steve took his death really personally. So yeah, I was pretty upset on that. So just
I also took that pretty personally. That's why I brought it up.
Okay, well,
I love free speech.
Okay, cool. Anyhow, let's go ahead and talk about the next. Let's go switch from PlayStation to Xbox a little bit and talk about. There's an internal memo that came out saying basically Asha lining out her strategy to make Xbox profitable. Because say what you will about PlayStation, their numbers don't lie. I mean, they're making money. And the overall company of Sony is happy with PlayStation's performance. We cannot say the same about Xbox and Microsoft. Nope. So herein lies the thing. So her strategy is four-tiered. Its core, strengthen the platform led by the console, content, grow great games into global franchises, creation, make Minecraft the world's creator platform, and the fourth and most intriguing of them all, connection, extend the worlds that fans love, in the sense that they want to take their heavy IPs and start pushing them in other forms of media, i.e. movies and stuff of that nature. And
Halo was great.
Yeah, so
I mean, all we're really missing from the lineup is like a Gears. We got Halo, we got Fallout. I guess we do the Skyrim and Doom and.
Well, you see, the thing is this, right? Like, the Fallout was a missed opportunity. This show came out, it was stellar. People were craving at the bits for a new Fallout, and Xbox was radio silent, and that's why Asha went in to Bethesda and said, Todd, come here. We like your Starfield, but
I like you, but you're not giving me what I want.
Yeah, about these other things.
Does she like games?
Yeah. Oh. So this.
By the way, I think it's funny with this announcement. So many people. Every time Asha says something, they give themselves whiplash. Because 1 week she's great, and the next week she's the devil. And the next week she's great again. It's like, oh my God.
You know how people are. Well, people are fickle.
But this is where they should have been sort of going down anyways. Like, yes, look at Sony, look at Nintendo. What are they doing? They're leveraging their major IPs into other forms of media with, like, for example, Nintendo famously, their theme parks and their movies and stuff. And they are making hand over fist money via licensing and franchising. Yeah. So it's the same thing here. Like, you've got... Look at.
By the way, the Mario Galaxy movie sucked ass. I'm just saying. I watched it.
It doesn't matter if it's like they made money for the motherfuckers. They don't care.
It makes no sense that
it was awful. It was.
I get that they didn't have faith in Fallout Season 1, but it makes no sense that they didn't have something prepared for Fallout Season 2.
No, I mean, look at all of the games.
Fallout Season 1 was good.
No. But they didn't have anything prepared for Fallout Season 1.
No, go down the list. I mean, you got, like, for example, you've got your Gears, Halo, and Forza. Obviously, those are your triumvirate. Forza. Yeah. Then you've got Fallout, the Fallout franchise. You've got the Elder Scrolls franchise. You've got, of course, Call of Duty. You've got Spyro. You've got Crash. You've got.
Well, here's what. Real quick, if they were smart. With Fable coming out next year, we should have an Adult Swim level Fable animated thing coming out with it, because they've got
Psychonauts animated.
They've got the humor. The crass, nasty humor would work very well for Adult Swim, and they would,
if they were smart, Paul. If they were smart, if Xbox was smart, by now we would have already had an ad from Xbox telling us that Helix was going to have CDs.
Exactly.
If they were smart.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, in order for them to leverage these IPs, they have to be releasing these IPs on a steady cadence. So, like, most of us gamers, when Xbox started buying everybody up, we're thinking, oh my God, they're going to give the rights of Conquer, they're going to give... what that company? Double Fine Conquer, so they can do a Conquer, because Double Fine's humor and Conquer fit hand in hand, and everyone was waiting, and then we got Kiln and we got Keeper, and we're like, what the fuck? What is this?
The problem is Double Fine was never that studio.
It was never that.
What he's saying is that sometimes you gotta, and I've expressed before, you gotta let creators cook. Sometimes you're like, hey, we got these IP, we need you guys to just start working on what we got,
Like Fallout New Vegas, we've been asking a remake for that for eons, and what did they give us? They gave us Avowed. Not to say Avowed was bad, but still, I cannot.
It was bad. Avowed was bad.
I enjoyed Avowed.
I mean, yeah, it was a
medium gunplay.
Hang on.
Magic?
Also, when you're some of these IPs, you can't just pass them from studio to studio, even though they're owned under the same umbrella. They still have certain rights and controls for each one. You can't just tell. You just can't tell the Fallout guys that, hey, we're gonna let this other studio work on your shit. We don't care what you have to say about it, because
they're doing it now.
But they've had to trust me. They've had to have contract. They've had to have contract talks about that stuff.
Well, that's. I get where you're coming from, Paul. But we're speaking from the perspective of what could have been. And what we got, while it could have been an issue of like, hey, yeah, there was contract obligations that we had
also,
to fulfill,
as much as I like Double Fine, and I like Tim Schafer, I can't see them working on a Fallout level game or
or even Conquer. That's not there.
Yeah.
Come on, you don't think they're
no Conquer is not there. You're just saying that because it's cartoony, but Conquer isn't their type.
No, their humor. Conquer's humor was very tongue.
No, they could. No. I think they could have done Conquer.
I think they could have done it, but I don't think it's like what like a lot of people they like Double Fine and like what Double Fine games have you played? And they're like, I like Psychonauts. I like.
Brutal Legend was also very good. I like Brutal Legend.
Yeah, you named two of their games. What other games? Exactly.
Psychonaut 2.
How many games have they made, Cozy? It's not
A
like
lot.
these guys are making like 500
A lot.
I played Costume Quest. Yeah, I played Costume Quest as well.
But wasn't Brutal Legend done in part with Lucas Games?
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of this stuff was done.
There was some funding out there too. So yeah.
No, but my point being is that this is what we were looking for. Like this is even, for example, their Ninja Theory and Senua's thing. Yes, I think that is a very cool concept about a hero who hears voices, who's schizophrenic. That's cool as fuck, voices. However, their implementation.
The first time.
I mean, you can carry it forward. It's just how they did it moving forward. I love to walk in a straight line again for the next game, and I know your budget I know your budget has gone up, but I fucking love walking in a straight line.
Just for them to show, just for them to pivot and show Senua in the manner that we wanted to play. We were like, they're telling us all this bullshit. Oh yeah, she's going for fight training and shit like that. We got all these scenes. And we go in and we're like, she
play the actual game. You just like, where'd the training go?
Was she going there for her fitness? Was she trying to burn off fat calories or some shit like that?
That was a cardio. It was just cardio.
Was it cardio?
It was cardio, guys.
What was she doing? Was she going to crunch, fitness or something? And then they showed this game.
All of our elevated expectations are actually part of the patriarchy, guys. Like we expected too much of her. That's kind of toxic. You know what I mean?
You say too much, but I was hoping not to be stuck with just the sword for the entire game, but I was stuck with just the sword for the entire game. So. Yes, I guess I was asking for too much.
Man. That sounds like misogyny to me. I don't know, bro. I don't know, dog.
Well, actually, you can take the enemy's axe and throw it back at him if you activate her special ability at a certain time frame. I'm just like, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it was hilarious. And so we're like sitting here. The funny thing is this, okay? We had a gamer CEO in the helm of Xbox, and you would think anyone who would be well versed in running a ship with that many IPs, it would be that person. Ironically enough, we bring in this person who has no fucking inclination about games whatsoever. And she's like, okay, y'all want Fallout, y'all want Elder Scrolls, y'all want more Halo, y'all want yes, that's what we want. Okay, we'll give it to you. Okay, fine, that's what you want.
And I've said this before. It's not about her being a gamer. It's about her being a business person,
right?
And she's not necessarily listening to us. By the way, she's listening to the people that she works with. She's not on Twitter looking at what are the fans saying they want. She doesn't care. That's not her job. She's got people who work for her that's their job.
Right.
Okay, what's the general consensus? What are they looking for? What can we do to make things better? Okay, they've been asking for a Fallout game. Then we go, okay, where are we at with the Fallout game? What can we do to bring that?
Paul, I have a question for you. And you don't have to give us your sources. But how do they sift through this is just someone talking shit and like, ooh, this sentiment represents the community and this is going to translate to actual either sales or game subs. How do they go through that?
I will say that if you start your message with Xbox is fucking up, they aren't going to read your message. They don't care if you're right or wrong. They don't give a shit. But like I can tell you that because of the panel I am involved with Xbox directly still. I don't get paid, sadly, but they do reach out to us for we're a sounding board. They said they asked
you're not getting paid. 3,200 people are not getting paid anymore from them either. So go ahead.
Shut up. But
too soon. Too soon. God damn.
No, but so when sometimes we do have meetings where they say, okay, fill out this survey, tell us what you would like to see or what you think the people that you know would like. They know that even if I tell them what everybody around me wants to see, that's a very, very small percentage. But they know that Fallout's one of their biggest sellers. That's one thing we always look for. They know that everybody's waiting for the next the Skyrim world game, whatever it's going to be.
Do they know? Do they know that even though Fallout 4 outsold the previous Fallout games, are they aware that most of the people
really don't like Fallout 4? Yeah,
yes. Are they aware of that?
Yes,
I don't think
and
so.
They're just like they're aware that most people, they want Fallout New Vegas remade in some fashion. And
they want that type of writing and like RPG level of openness.
No, but
put their money where their mouth is.
She's an AI. She's from AI, so she can just go into Copilot and type in, "Hey, what are the most popular franchises in Xbox's stable?"
but see,
I don't think you need AI for that.
But she's an AI, so she knows that AI cannot be taken at face value. It doesn't.
But that's where you take the information from AI. You start to cross-examine, like, I Googled it, and AI said one thing. You draw a reference and take the information, but do your research.
But like
AI
I said,
it can be a good starting point.
We always like telling ourselves that we are, as gamers, we're cultured and we're learned. But reality is, at the end of the day, say what you will, we will play those, indie fartsy games, but at the end of the day, we like to just go back to our
speak for yourself.
Our cows, our sacred cows. We like them.
I don't replay games. I don't.
The majority of people. I'm not talking about like one-off.
That's why I said speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, most of us would be in that situation. We don't mind.
I'm still
another Senua, but we would much rather.
I actually bought the Master Collection recently.
Yeah, I mean, we would much rather be playing another Halo or another Fallout or another. I mean, just buzz game. I mean,
2K.
These names gave buzz, and that's what it is. I mean,
but see, like I always say, I would love another Red Dead Redemption 2. It doesn't mean I'm not going to play some of the lesser games until that happens, though.
Yeah, but they were trying to leverage these lesser games.
Did you finish Red Dead 2?
Oh, absolutely.
But the problem,
and then some.
Wow.
The problem has always been bringing in more people that than are normally coming to you. And unfortunately, whether you like it or not, PlayStation is good with that. They bring the hype with that, and that's what sells. I mean, it's very juvenile in its approach, but it works. Yeah, there are plenty of people that would like an Avowed or a Pentiment, but there's a lot more people who would like a Fallout New Vegas plastered everywhere.
The problem is there's a lot more people that would like 2K.
Dude, even just a remake of Fallout 1. Give us a proper remake, even if it's top down. We loved Baldur's Gate.
No, they wouldn't.
The shit out of it.
No, if they did a Fallout 1 and they made it like the Baldur's Gate engine and stuff, I'm like, come on. Fallout 1 was phenomenal for its time.
Yeah, but to do Fallout 1 would have to be totally remade from the ground up.
It completely 100%. Yeah, but Paul's right.
Remake. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like a proper remake. Yeah.
Then they just have to make a game. They'd have to make a game.
Well, and it wasn't Fallout 1 closer to Diablo? It was a
yes.
It was a three.
It was
an
isometric.
It was top-down 3/4, right?
Right. And it was actually a lot.
But it was turn-based, right?
Yes, it was turn-based, and it was a lot more.
Okay.
It was a lot more. The humor and the stuff that you can do in there was a lot more tongue-in-cheek than even the original, the Fallout 3 and everything that they know. Like, for example, you can have a wife, have kids, and then sell her. In the Fallout 1, so.
That's not happening under Microsoft.
And you can sell your kids and then make them slaves for somebody else and make money off of them too. I mean, you could do some egregious shit in Fallout 1, and I love it.
It's like the original. It's like the original Grand Theft Auto. You could do some pretty nasty shit that you can't.
You mean the top-down one or the top-down Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, the top-down one where you would go pay the hooker, do your thing, and then kill her and take the money back. And
take the money. And shit.
Yeah, you can still do that. Wait, I think you can still do that. Am I wrong, guys?
No, you can't do that you can't do that in Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't think. Yeah.
No, I don't think you can. I don't know. I think they took that out after that whole hot coffee.
Because like
I
changed.
I think they took it out after some, before GTA 4. I think they took it out. Whatever,
No, when that hot coffee crap hit the fan for them, then they started really going in and pulling stuff that you could have done in previous games away from the fourth and fifth one too. So yeah, I mean,
we used to be a proper country, people.
Wow.
What do you mean we? What do you mean we? You're like,
he's from Texas. Whenever I see Loke, I always think of the Coneheads. Whenever they ask you whenever they ask the Coneheads where they're from, we're from France. We're from France.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't really have much hair, but he has a lot of head.
Let's get back to the video game. Listen, I want to lean into that, Cozy, but I'm not. Let's get back to the news.
No, but this is like, but in order for them to be able to leverage their IPs, they need to get them out on a steady cadence. So if she can execute this, which I mean, I have my reservations because like it's always Xbox. They always say something good, and they're like, okay, yeah, you're right, and then just for them to like hit a rake, or something, So yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Like this is common sense. This has been something from like we've been saying from the very beginning.
And I've said it before. The cadence they're getting on now is the cadence that Phil told us would take until about 2025 to get back on normal. Because basically COVID screwed them up for about 2.5 years, and he said that. I mean, when COVID set in, basically everybody lost about 6 to 9 months because they were switching to work from home. They had to figure out how to work from home. Yeah. Stop. But
you know that. You know who said it, Paul.
Yeah.
You set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I would go hearing that.
But she didn't do it right. She didn't go 6, 7.
Oh, please stop. Okay, I got another week till the student start. Please, I'm going to be hearing that from the
next. His mic off.
Please stop. I'm trying to bring the threshold for that.
So basically, we are still on the cadence that he told us back then would happen now. So now it's going to be a matter of what can they do moving forward.
I don't want to sound like a hater.
Yes, you do.
I don't
absolutely do. Yes, you do.
You shout all over PlayStation. It's about time you get
that's like saying when you start a statement with "I don't mean to offend." Oh, yes, you do. The next thing out of your mouth. The next thing out of your mouth.
Racist, but
the next thing out of your mouth is going to be very offensive at that point. Yeah.
No offense, but
yeah, don't take this the wrong way. But
I don't be rude, but
like personally, I don't have a problem with Xbox's cadence. I've never had a problem with their cadence. If Xbox released one banger every year, I would have been happy.
Yeah.
But my issue with the Xbox is not the cadence. With all due respect to Phil Spencer, I mean, he obviously knew way more than like little old me.
Yeah.
But the problem is not cadence. The problem is the quality, bro. Like there's too many hit or miss with Xbox.
And it happens too
often.
Yeah.
Sorry?
There are more misses than his. Like, for example, everyone was excited about Infinite until they first showed fucking Infinite, and then you had the whole Craig meme, and you're like, what the fuck? Who approved this shit? You know
and
what
then
I'm
we
saying?
didn't know what they were doing when it came to the multiplayer. Then it came to how they're going to do in the campaign, if we're going to get DLC or not. And what do you mean I don't get XP for playing enough? I have to do freaking bounties.
And it's hard for people to remember, too, that even if all these studios would have stayed independent or under their own banners or whatever, it doesn't mean they still wouldn't have turned out stinkers, but because they're all under Xbox's, because they're all under Xbox's banner, it all gets clumped together under Xbox.
Well,
because Paul, no, let's be fair, right? Let's be fair. If these studios were cranking out bangers, no one would be saying, they would have done this without Xbox. Everyone would be giving props and respect to Xbox.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Well, let me say this, though. It's kind of funny you brought that up because this week it came out on the news that Tim Schafer's Double Fine, they're getting rid of like 25% of their staff after being let loose by Xbox.
20, well, yeah, they were at about 100 people. They're down to about 76 now.
Yeah. So I guess the whole lighthouse becoming a walking lighthouse and their rendition of Clay Fighters didn't work out for them, I guess.
Well, no, they're just going back to their pre-acquisition.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Honestly,
is all it is.
Honestly, that was great for them.
And like somebody else pointed out, basically now they're having to spend their own money.
Yeah.
They're having to watch their own pocketbook. So,
I think Schaefer pulled a quick one over Microsoft. They're like, okay,
Absolutely.
we are now a part of this massive multinational faceless conglomerate.
They got money for a bit. And honestly, because if you look at their portfolio, you would have said like, but why?
Yeah.
And I love.
I mean, the only
like,
but why great. Is like if they were trying to fill Game Pass with content, but it's like you gotta make sure it's quality content, not just.
It's like, yeah, you can't just keep putting stuff in. You got to put stuff that people want to play.
But see, Psychonauts 2 did very well.
Yes.
When it
I'm not talking about Psychonauts 2.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, it's Double Fine. It's like
what they should have done, Paul.
It's like asking the weird kid to not be weird.
Especially where Tim Schafer is concerned. Yes, if you got
it's like they're weird. They're weird. Their games are weird.
And also, it mostly.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it mostly comes down to Ninja Theory and Hellblade. Like, yeah, Double Fine does Double Fine things. So this like Ninja Theory, you had. This is what you made without Microsoft's help, and then I look at what you made with Microsoft's help. I'm just like, it wasn't any. It was hardly any better.
The same shit.
And I'm just like, I understand sequels aren't, going to evolve to a drastic degree, but I feel like we walk backwards with Hellblade. Not to mention, it was a game that was revealed with the console reveal, and it took you years to produce it, and this was the result that we got. So that's why I'm just like.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't blame any of these companies because look, we are all, employees is to a certain extent with somebody or another. Sometimes when you're working for a company or somebody, then they're not really paying attention to what you're fucking doing. You're just going in, clocking in, and collecting a paycheck. That's exactly what you do. You go in, clock in, and collect a fucking paycheck because nobody's sitting there and looking over your shoulder and managing what the fuck you're doing. And that's what I think a lot of them did.
Wize.
Yes.
Wize, that speaks to accountability because you don't really have to be or like a hawk watching everyone work. Right. You just have to be accountable, and that's what the one thing that I liked about everything that Asha Sharma said was that accountability was too vague, so no one was responsible for anything. Now they're going to be way more specific about no. We had an issue with the frames that this game is running at. We had an issue with the optimization. We had an issue, or people are complaining about the writing in this game. Oh, no. We know who is accountable for the writing in this game. You know what I mean? I loved hearing it. Hearing that that's how they're going to restructure.
And one thing they did too, and actually I was playing a game with one of the guys that I deal with, one of the people that work for Microsoft that's part of the program that I'm part of. It was me and him, and we were talking about how she flattened it. We went from having to get 14 layers of approval to having to only get like 3 or 4. He said, yeah, because like part of the problem I'm in is we get to like test some games. Like I got to help test Doom the Dark Ages. But he says, every time we do that with the program, we go to the studios, and again, you get approval all the way from the studio and everybody, and it just takes one person to go, no, that's not a good idea. And the whole thing is shit canned. And when you're dealing with 12 to 14 different levels of people, that sucks because you don't get anything accomplished. So the vision gets diluted as well. Yeah.
Have any of y'all ever frequented Indian-owned businesses? I'm just saying.
Restaurants. I've been to some restaurants.
I've been to restaurants.
If you've never had the unfortunate luck of working under or in an Indian-owned business, then you will not know this. But when the Indian is your boss, he or she is always looking over your fucking shoulder all the fucking time, no matter what.
I know that. I actually left my last job because I was like, I don't want to work.
Even if you're not even a fucking employee, even if you're a customer, you go to an Indian store, they're gonna watch you like a fucking. You hurry up, you go buy, you buy now, you get out now. That's what we did. They do, So I mean. It falls in place. Yes, of course. You had
that's
all
like
this...
you ever see the movie Loaded Weapon 1?
Yes.
and he's standing at the back, and there's camera here and a camera here and a camera here, and her head's popping out from behind the shelves and shit.
Exactly. Think about Asha Sherman doing that. See, that's why.
Listen,
that's
if
why
that
Todd
delivers
Howard.
better games for me,
Yeah.
man, get her a seat. All right.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why she had only one visit to Todd Howard, and this man regurgitated his entire portfolio.
Bro's over responding on Reddit, and people are like, "Bro, when did you start doing that?"
He regurgitated his entire portfolio.
She's like, you better start earning this money, Todd. You better start
Bitch
earning
better
it.
have my money.
No, bitch better make more money.
He's like
whatever it is that you think you're making.
You're making another
need
DLC
more.
for Starfield? Oh, good. Where's the next Fallout? Oh, you don't want to do... Oh, remember you said sometime back that you wanted to do the next New Vegas or the remake for New Vegas? Yeah. You're barely able to do Elder Scrolls 6. We got these people here who want to work on Avowed 2 and that
Obsidian's gonna
bullshit.
do it.
They're not going to work on that. We're going to take this game that you have on your back burner, and it's going to go to them. Are you okay with that?
Paul?
Oh, yes.
Paul, how upset is Todd Howard about that one? Are you allowed to tell us about that?
Yes.
You know, I don't think he's
upset.
I don't think he's as upset as he's making it out to be. I think he might be glad that one's off of his burner list. You know, it's like,
no, but didn't he come out on record a couple of years back and said we wanted to do it?
Because remember that Obsidian worked on the original. That's not their first Fallout rodeo. So it's like we know they can do it. So
okay. I thought they were salty about that. All right.
Oh, he was, but he came out on the socials. He came out as salty, but that's Todd. Todd is a serious control freak. Seriously, I know somebody who used to work under him. He said Todd's a pain in the ass sometimes.
She goes in. She does that thing. I'm the captain now. I am the captain now.
Yeah.
Look at my eyes, Todd. Todd.
There's a big reason that Elder Scrolls Online was as buggy as it was when it came out. It was buggy for a long while because Todd had it set in his head to do it a certain way, and if you questioned it, he shut you down. It's like, no, dude, it's not going to work that way.
Leadership.
It's so weird. It's so weird. How are you a control freak, but all your games are buggy as hell? That is. That is.
Hey, at least you know who to point to when it goes wrong.
Because when somebody would point something out to him, he wouldn't hear it. It was just, it was like, I don't know if they still do it, but it used to be. But it used to be. But it used to be. It's dead serious. It used to be. You know how a lot of games like World of Warcraft, they have test servers when they put out new patches and stuff, and they make sure shit worked. No, with the SO, it was just like, no, we're just gonna throw it live, and then we'll deal with what's broken.
I'm excited. I'm excited to what she's going to do when she walks into Blizzard.
Good Lord.
I'm excited about what she's going to do when she walks into Blizzard. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, you guys are still working on World of Warcraft and Diablo. Okay, you got StarCraft here as well.
But
sitting there gathering dust.
The thing is, StarCraft has been abandoned for ages.
Well, in the company breakdown though, isn't Blizzard still considered a separate entity, right? Because it was Microsoft hardware, Azure AI, Xbox, and then Blizzard had its own entry, so they're still considered a separate entity.
But the thing of it is, like you said, StarCraft, but Diablo and like Warcraft are like the
you know how many of us
the most successful parts of it.
You know how many of us would kill for a new StarCraft?
I would absolutely kill for a new StarCraft. I would do ungodly things for new StarCraft.
I don't want a new StarCraft. I want a Gears of War like gameplay in the StarCraft universe. That's what I want.
Oh, absolutely, that would kill.
Not the RTS.
Bring back the Zergs, baby. Bring back.
But no, StarCraft is like it is where it is. I would absolutely kill for one, but I understand that Diablo and Warcraft.
With this push we've always wanted like a StarCraft, like you remember they had that game StarCraft Ghost, which was supposed to be like either a first person or third person in the StarCraft universe. I would love something like that,
The thing is, now is not the time to experiment if you're trying to make things make money.
Even when World of Warcraft first came out, a lot of us were screaming they should have done this.
I think they can.
Yeah,
I think they can experiment.
Right.
Yeah. No, not even doing it right. Just look at what Expedition 33 did in terms of budget and team building.
That wasn't a what you call it.
Oh wow.
That wasn't a major studio.
No, but his point is like you can make a quality product, but not at a multi AAA quadruple price budget, whatever it is.
And if your current developers can't swing it, guess what? You're gonna need new developers.
Even if
Tony Stark, right? Yeah. Guys, it's the meme. Tony Stark built this in a cave.
In a cave.
In a fucking cave.
With a bunch of rocks.
I mean, I would be happy even if they had
Microsoft needs to take 50 million.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Can you imagine if they just remade the original StarCraft? Not remastered.
Shut up, Paul.
Just remake that shit.
Shut up.
I mean, remake it.
Can you imagine how that? Imagine how that could look and sound in the modern day technology.
Oh yeah.
God damn. Wild. I would love that.
I mean, but
I would kill for them to do something with StarCraft.
Imagine the sound effects of the Zerglings breaking out of the ground and coming at you. Can you imagine that?
Absolutely.
I mean, but that's
it's a tragedy that even Metal Gear got a remake. StarCraft has it.
With the amount of IPs that they currently possess, there is no reason for them to be in third place. In fact, I really do not believe that it is worth even their while to be chasing this
that was me because like you're gonna have a huge portfolio of IP. That doesn't mean they're gonna be good releases.
No, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't make sense even for them to even be entertaining the idea of going back to single party, and that's another problem. We have never had a precedent of that. We've had plenty of precedents of companies going from single party to multi-party, or multi-platform, like Sega and Atari. But we've never had any company go in reverse, and I don't know if that's even feasible. Once you sort of let that cat out of the bag, I don't think it'll go back into it. That's what I'm saying. So
we haven't had another Microsoft.
I think the issue here with Microsoft though is that they're not playing purely off of consoles now. They have the means in terms of like, hey, we can reach as many gamers as possible. You got console, you got Steam, or you got PC, you got cloud gaming. So your reach isn't limited. Like you have access to so many people. It's just like you have to convince people why they should go through your platform and services. But
that's the point. But like, to put it on, okay, you have to play it here. It seems kind of counterintuitive to their overall brand and marketing strategy. If they're trying to build up these IPs so that they can make, residual money. Why would they?
How's it counterintuitive if PlayStation and Nintendo are doing that?
Well, because PlayStation,
we just established Nintendo. We just established that Nintendo has their own.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can do that.
But no, the difference is Nintendo had never opened it up to others. If they had, they wouldn't have made them put back that. But
why? And why is, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're implying that the only way they can, or they have to go towards multi-platform to reach a larger audience to grow their studios or their ecosystem and IP outside of games and push towards movies and theme parks, but Nintendo's doing that right now.
30 million.
It's like trying to put melted Jello back in the mold, dude. It ain't gonna.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying. It was like and again, correct me if I'm wrong. It almost sound like you're implying that they have to stay third party to reach, like, to get people to watch the movies, to get people that they made a Halo theme park. Like, you don't have to. You have access to all the PC players. You have access to whoever has a smart TV. You have access to people who want a console. Convince people to buy your console. Convince people to go through your cloud system. Like, in terms of good numbers.
Well, actually, they are starting. Remember, because one of the things she talked about, what it is going to be on more TVs and stuff. Mm-hmm. So they are still expanding that market.
Yeah,
I happen to think they're doing well with the cloud. They're doing well with the cloud, but they can't pull back into their own shit. Like, for example,
I'm not saying I'm not saying go, because some people are saying, I've seen people say drop PC, drop cloud, and focus purely on the console.
No,
I
that's-
don't agree with
those
that.
people are
Like
people
that,
are
you
stupid.
don't.
They're
No, that's
stupid.
going. That's
That's
swinging far the other direction. But in terms of she's saying we want to reach billions of players, I'm just like, okay, everyone's got a smartphone. Make sure
that could
the
work.
cloud. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work, but in terms of like we want to reach billions, like okay, cloud streaming on console or on smartphones is amazing. There you go. That's the reach. Oh, people are playing on PC. Well, we have the Xbox store. We have the cloud streaming service. There you go. You don't have to go to, well, shit, we can't do anything unless we have it on Nintendo and PlayStation. We're SOL. Like, no, you have all these other means to reach more people.
I get that, but my point being is that you've got it all everywhere anyways, and you've get sort of acclimatized everybody to sort of like get your content anywhere it's convenient. Now you're going to go and pivot back and say, okay, you either buy this uber expensive box or you play it on a PC. It doesn't make sense anymore. I mean, you're trying to grow your brand. You're trying to make this division profitable. And I don't see any harm in keeping it multi-platform because I just don't know if you can walk it back. I'm not saying they can't because heaven forbid.
The one thing I wish they would do by staying multi-platform, the one thing I wish they would do is, and this would kill part of is drop their prices because now you're selling it to more people at a lesser price.
Mm-hmm.
You're making it economically, more advantageous for the buyer, and you're making it look better.
Right.
Oh, I can, they used to do that, or they probably still do it with PC, where the PC game was always $10 cheaper than the console game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah, they still do it. They still do it.
So why not do that a little bit? Sony's charging $70 or $80 for their game. We're charging 65 or 55 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we can sell it to that many more people because, well, we're out there,
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I think it'll be panning out because, like, if you remember, Sony is doing a straight up a closed environment right here, closed ecosystem.
So but that's the issue. If Sony is saying we're going to do a closed ecosystem, and you want people to say, "Hey, you should swing towards our platform," so because that's the issue I'm having with what you're saying. Sony is saying, "Hey, we're doing a wall-up garden. You can get the Xbox and you get your gear or your God of War there." Why not say, hey, Sony's doing this thing you might not like. Come over to our platform, not buy our games through PlayStation and stay in the garden that you don't like. Go somewhere else. Come to PC where you can play our games on, improve the Xbox store, but improve the PC store. Hey, you can buy our games on PC. While you're at it, check out the Xbox store. Check out the Xbox Cloud game. If you're putting your games on PlayStation, it stops there. I bought Halo. I'm not going through your store. I'm not going through your services. I bought Halo and I'm done.
Golly, if they could fix the Xbox app, I would actually use it a lot more.
And there you go. Like, fix the
reason
why
people terrible. Nice. It is terrible. Nice. No, it's terrible.
What are you talking about, Cozy? I use the Xbox app almost every day. And I'm like the Xbox hater on here, but I'm telling you, on
you're
PC,
the Xbox hater? No, it's sluggish. It's like it always has some sort of fucking update for no reason.
What? Are we using a different app here?
Yeah, no. And the fact that
I'm just going to mute myself.
They don't even have a cart. They don't even have a cart. They don't even have a cart on it.
No. I feel dirty. No,
yeah. I literally don't like buy games there because they don't have a cart.
What?
They don't have a cart.
Oh yeah. The cart thing is real.
The fact they don't have a cart. The wish listing is like.
I'll put it this way.
What's wrong with the wish listing? The wish listing works fine.
I'm not tech savvy.
It has a lot of issues.
Reason, for whatever reason, the Xbox store is like, hey, your external drive. I have an external SSD. That's like, we can't install games with your external SSD. Epic allows it. Steam's allows it. GOG allows it. I think even EA allows it. And the Xbox store is like, we don't want.
Yeah, the Xbox store is like,
if you're losing to the Epic store, you're in trouble.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something there that makes you not want to use your store.
Despite the fact that functionally, I think the Epic store is the worst. I hate the Epic store the most because the way they organize your library is frustrating.
It's horrible.
Horrible.
Or I like the fact that they give you all these cool free games, but you got to go hunting for that shit. It's
I'm like, it's like they let a 2-year-old organize your stuff, and it makes no sense unless you're also 2.
I used to check, Paul. I used to check every Friday, like, oh, what's free on Epic? I don't even give a fuck anymore.
No, because it used to. Because when you clicked on it, it used to be right up front. Now it's like, where the hell are they hiding?
Yeah.
And I gotta,
But no,
and then when you get there, after scrolling like 5 or 6 times, it's crappy mobile games. Like, okay, you know what? Never mind.
Like, no, I don't think the Xbox store has some good bones, but there's a lot wrong with it. And if they fix that, I would use it a lot more. It's just like it's like I was like, why doesn't it have a cart? Why is there no cart?
Did you just say the Xbox store has a boner?
No, it has.
It has good bones.
I guess for me, for me, the cart thing doesn't bother me because I'm usually buying one thing at a time anyway. So it's like, whatever, you know.
I shop around.
That, but that's the problem. Is where it's like these are knocks against your platform and don't minimize it. They're like, hey, actually listen to like, why don't people like our store?
That's true.
I'm not trying to.
And I'm sure they do, but you know, again, I've been at least once a quarter. I bitch about the Xbox, the party chat over PC for the game.
My god!
And,
oh my god!
I mean that shit. I mean. Sometimes I'll get in there and I'm instantly in the
I play FIFA.
Other times it takes 5 minutes to get into the party.
Yeah,
I play FIFA with my kids.
Then the only good part about it is the only thing that consistently works about that is it transfers between Xbox and PC, like you moving between each. That works perfectly.
Yeah,
that works perfectly.
So essentially, Paul is now Xbox support. Are you taking notes, Paul? You taking notes?
I haven't used it in a while, but there's something going on with the Xbox overlay. If you do like Windows G, that I think I was trying to do like party chat or something, and with this keep crashing. It kept crashing, and then when I try to refresh it, it just would not restart. So I haven't tried it in a while, but that just speaks to like the bad experience I had where I'm just like, bro, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna use Discord and
one of the worst things they've never fixed still to this day is if I'm in a party with somebody. And let's say that party's ending and and I get invited to another party or I just want to move to another party. I can't do it. I have to go in and Control-Alt-Delete my computer and shut down those processes and start them back up. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get it.
Perhaps. The thing is, I feel like annoyed also because I should be able to do everything from this Xbox app. It shouldn't be just like a bad storefront, a mediocre replacement for like my social engagement. Mm-hmm. It should be all encompassing, and it's not that.
Which makes sense too, because they're trying to, not trying to, but they have a system to where like, we can see what your Steam library is, we can see what your Epic library. You can launch it all through the Xbox store.
Well, if it's only if it's installed, it's got to be.
That's fair, but it's just like, but that's great, but. If you're offering that, but I'd rather not use your store or your platform because of this problem, that problem. Like, hey, it's great, I can launch all these games from different stores, but I'm just not gonna interact with your store if I don't have to because of all these issues.
If it's too much
small inconveniences.
We'll see if over time that they start working on that though. I mean,
it's not epic level of inconveniences.
I can guarantee you. With all the shit that she walked into when she took over, 3-4 months ago. That is a low priority on her list to get cleaned up, but I'm sure it's still on the list somewhere.
Which is understandable. Yeah, it's just like hopefully prioritize however they think will be the most beneficial to the brand. I get that, but it's like in the meantime, once you get that sorted out, make sure you look at the other smaller things that help us get closer to. Hey, we want you to be the platform that you come to for whether you're on console or you're on PC. And make
we're early in the new fiscal year. I will be getting that survey. What could we do to make our service better? And that one will be on the top.
I absolutely. So like, yeah, no, it's like it's not the worst place. It's just so less convenient. I prefer the way GOG does integration. They do absolutely great integration. Yeah. Although it's annoying. Because I didn't know this until more recently because I don't normally use Galaxy, but I reinstalled Galaxy and I realized you can't buy a game off of GOG Galaxy if you already own it on another platform. So you can't. They won't let you even give you the option to buy a game if you already own it.
When did they start that? Because I own some games on like 5 different platforms.
So that's the problem. I was trying to buy these games, and they don't even give you an option to buy them. And then I would go to the GOG website, and I'd be like, "It's there.
Give us
and
money."
It was because they don't want. They just like you own it. You own it. We're not going to tell you where you own it.
They're probably trying to save you money because you have them looking at your other libraries, and they're going
at that point. Yeah, and which makes sense because like Xbox Play Anywhere, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I mean, for every person
I want to buy the game specifically on GOG.
I mean, like, whoever's got
the only way
give it to consumers, no matter how respectful, how stupid it is.
You know how you do that? You know how you do that, Cozy? Unlink your GOG library from your other libraries. Go in there.
Yeah, but the problem with that is I also want to be able to cross-reference my libraries. So
no. You go in, you buy it, and then you relink it. See?
Okay. Yeah, but no, it's like, yeah, I don't hate the Xbox. The Xbox app is ass, but at least it's not convoluted and clunky like the Epic one. Epic, I don't know what they're doing.
I get that, but that's the last thing I was going to say to that. But that's the problem. Like, even if it's marginally worse than somewhere else, you're just going to pick the better platform. Like, if I don't have to worry about any type of issues, I'm just going to go somewhere else. Even though yours was working great, they give me A+ experience, and you give me like an A experience. I'm gonna just go towards the A+ experience.
Well, and the main reason I do a lot of it through Xbox or through the Xbox app is. A lot of it's because of Play Anywhere, because I know if I buy it through their store, I'm going to be able to play it on my console.
And that's a huge plus. That is a huge plus. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
So I don't hate it. It's like I just want them to put chat. I just want them to put the chat and everything. Everything. I don't want to have to go with the chat half-ass works on PC anyway, but I want it all to be on the app. I don't want to have to
but the chat is on the app now.
Is it?
Yes, you can open up your party chat on the app now. Yeah.
How?
And you can see all your friends listed and everything. Yeah.
I can see my friends list, but I don't see an option for party chat.
Oh, I've been party chat on the Xbox app for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't even have to do the Windows G thing. You can do it straight from the app.
Well, the only thing I can speak on this one is my experience this past couple of weeks. I was going to buy Dragon Quest VII on Xbox Play Anywhere. But the problem that I had was like I bought another game off of Xbox Play Anywhere, and I was on shitty, basically cruise Wi-Fi, and it wouldn't download anything. It wouldn't download to my.
No, dude, cruise Wi-Fi is the worst.
Yeah, I know. No. However,
are you on a cruise trying to play video games?
Well, yeah, it happens. Well, however,
part of the reason you want to use their Wi-Fi is because when you're on a cruise, when you're in your cabin, you're basically in a big metal box.
Exactly.
Your friend could be literally standing outside your door, and you're going to get no signal to that phone. It's like, that ain't going to work.
It's atrocious. But I'll tell you,
Starlink.
But for some reason, Steam, I was able to download the game.
Complaining about not working?
So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll buy
it just restarts at 3 a.m.
So, but yeah,
speaking of which, guys, it's 4 a.m.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and call it a night. Let's go ahead and
very quick.
So that is our. Hold on.
So Gears of War multiplayer was awesome. Thanks for asking me about it.
Yeah.
Paul, does it got the horde?
Oh, absolutely. What do you think?
Okay, that's all I care about. That's all I care about.
I saw a video, Paul. I saw a video where there was exploding structures and stuff. Is that like a gimmick, or is that like a real thing that you can use strategically several times?
No. Some of the buildings breaking off and stuff, and the layers of stuff.
Yeah.
Each object has 4 layers. So yeah, when you take cover, you'll see it start to break down before it gets to you. So I mean, they did a great job.
How does the jump mechanic and the slide mechanic feel? I mean, it seems kind of antithetic.
Awesome.
It does.
You can mantle shit. That mantling is okay. And the only weird part is Y is jump or to climb. So how many times you're going to hit A and automatically take cover? And you're like, no, I'm trying to jump over something.
Okay. No, I was just
it just takes a little getting used to. It just takes a little getting used to.
Jump in a Gears game, it's like, okay, well, kind of weird, but okay.
No, it works well.
It needs to evolve.
And the slide thing is awesome too.
Paul, can you shoulder swap with a button press?
I believe yes.
I hope the guy because like for the
That
longest of
sounds
time,
good.
Uncharted would let you shoulder swap with like L3 or R3, and then Gears of War I had to like awkwardly position myself on a certain cover to shoulder swap. And I was like, bro, why is it not a button?
No, there's a button swap for shoulder swap. I just don't use it a
Oh my
lot.
gosh.
Paul, do you think we'll ever get another Gears tactic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
Don't
ahead and
laugh like
That
that. I don't
sounds like
like
an
it.
answer.
all right, let's go
That
ahead
sounds
and,
like an answer.
let's go ahead and get Loke back
That
into
giggle
bed
sounds
at
like an
4
answer.
a.m. in his time in Texas. So, Loke, my
Yeah.
man, tell us where we can
Yeah, man.
find you.
Let me
apart from
be
Texas.
brief. Let me be brief.
We don't want
He's
to see
gonna
your
First
stand up
off,
and show
thanks for
you his
having
briefs.
me.
Oh.
No, stop showing us. You're
First off, thanks for having me. Second, Paul, I hope you're not offended. I apologize if I did offend you.
I wasn't. I just
but
don't. There,
it
I
is
don't
a
like the
sticking
slur.
point.
I don't like the
I
slur
get-
being used. Yeah.
I understand that. But for me, right, on my end as well, I live in a quote unquote communist surviving nation. So control of speech, it's a hair trigger for me as well. So I did overreact and I do apologize.
Paul.
You can find me on TSWS. No, actually, no. Steve left because I said something about Charlie Kirk. I don't know if he's for or against Charlie Kirk.
He's for
I'm
Charlie
I'm a big fan of Charlie Kirk. I hate what happened to him. I personally believe that he literally stood for what the greatest country on in the planet stands for, which is free speech. And I hate what happened. And I don't believe that not talking about him and what happened to him and what was threatened when that happened to him, I don't believe that not talking about that is going to make things better. So, Steve, if you're watching, I'm sorry that you felt that way, but me personally, I'm not going to shy away from ever talking about Charlie Kirk and how awesome he was and the stuff that he stood for, specifically being able to say what you think about. And I understand some people might disagree, but from my point of view, especially considering where I'm from and the liberties that I don't have and the liberties that he got to have and tried to give other people, like that's a bone I'm never letting go of. As far as gaming is concerned, you can find me on TSWS Gaming. You can find me on my personal channel. Listen, don't go to my personal channel. You're not going to enjoy watching that. Just go to TSWS. We're going to talk about video games every single Thursday. We missed out. Yesterday. We had some technical stuff going on, but we're hoping to get both sitting done tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what he always says. This is lame.
Thank you so much for having me on. And if this is my last appearance on
No, it is
Wasted
not.
Wize,
Shut the fuck up.
it's been fun.
Shut the fuck up, retard.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
The only thing I do want to say is disagreeing with you. Regardless of how much you dislike the guy, no one should deserve to die just having a difference of opinion for you. And the second you think that's okay, then you just ruining the whole system for everyone. Because I'm not going to expand on that. Just leave it there.
All right, Triple, go ahead. Tell us where we can find you.
You can find me here sometimes kind of at on Fridays at 7 Eastern. I say 7 Eastern, but how long we take to get through intros, pulling up at 8 o'clock is probably the more optimal time for me. You can also find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch whenever I do make content. I was about to say combat at Triple Combo Gaming.
Combat.
I support this combat.
But I don't have a consistent streaming schedule because my work schedule. I no longer have a consistent 9 to 5 like a lot of people. I'm working one day.
Okay, money bag.
Oh no, I'm flexing like that. I'm just saying realistically, I don't have a consistent work schedule, so I don't have a streaming schedule set up. But I need to set one up for myself. But yeah, if I ever do stream, that's where you can find me. Triple Combo Gaming on YouTube and Twitch, and yeah.
Beans. All right, Cozy.
You can find me wherever you find Cozy Belugas here and
don't you still do that other show
with Loke
and Loke? Okay.
On the other night. Golly.
Was it a brain fart or what?
They said, we said, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yes, whatever that. Yeah,
that
Paul's
one,
got
yeah,
it.
That
one.
Basically, whatever Loke said.
She's only been doing this thing for how many years now, and she still can't ever remember what her own show.
That's a problem. It's been like 6 years.
That other thing that I do, whatever. Yeah,
You'll find me where you find me. God damn it! Right? Yeah. All right, Paul.
What? Oh, you can find me at, of course, Twitter, Cerebral Paul 1, Twitch, it's Cerebral Paul. Wednesday nights with Game Set Live with Bob and the gang. And then here every Friday, I'm also a writer and editor for lordsofgaming.net. And since we didn't really have a chance to talk about it, I did do an article for lordsofgaming.net on the beta that we did last week for Gears E-Day, Gears of War E-Day. So go check out that article. And of course, I also do with Jokey Pants, I do a show called Bad Taste, where we talk about movies, mostly bad, some good. And those get dropped, I think, every weekend. Mm-hmm. I think tomorrow.
You haven't mentioned this before.
What's that?
I feel like you haven't mentioned this before.
I haven't mentioned on this show very much, but I've been doing it for about a year now, actually. But like I think we have coming up, we covered the old movie, The Ice Cream Man, with Clint Howard from 1995 recently.
Wait, what's this called?
It's called the Oddcast Network, or the Oddcast on. And so you're gonna find Jokey Pants and Maverick, and the show we do is Bad Taste, or Bad Taste with Jokey Got Bad Taste was the original title, but since I became a co-host, that kind of got shifted around.
Okay, you're going to have to send me a link because I'm not.
Okay. Yep. And then, and I think that's about it right now. Yeah.
What about that horror? Don't you do something for those horror movies as well at one time? Weren't y'all doing anything?
The horror movies? Yeah. I'm ashamed of you.
I was for a while, but I don't do anything with 4GQ TV anymore. I kind of wish I did. Mm-hmm. I was doing a wrestling thing for a while too. I wish I had somebody to talk wrestling with sometimes, because it's like I want to talk about it, but I don't. My channel doesn't do shit, so it's really not worth it for me to go talk to myself. But yeah. That's the downside.
If I was still big into wrestling, I would. I think like a few weeks ago I was like binging old WWE content from like the early 2000s, but I have not kept up.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go back that far. We want to.
I like the man.
There's a pay-per-view this weekend, but it'd be cool. But so what I might do is if I do watch it, I may do what some people do streaming it. Is it'll be on in the background. You can't see it or anything, but then I'll make comments throughout and see if anybody jumps in the chat type of thing. Or even on X, X has their whatever they call it, where you can sit there and talk, and I forget what they call it. Most of them use it to bitch about Xbox. So I don't tend to go into those.
The spaces.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's right. If you can't find the people that do that show that you were on last night, Wize, if they're not doing their show, they're in spaces bitching about Xbox. So
yeah, kind of. But anyways, looking the other way, but okay.
But they're Sony centric. They never talk about Sony, but they're Sony.
You know how it goes. Sony. But Xbox.
Yeah, but Xbox is really screwing up. Okay. Sure.
Sony could punt an infant and it'd be like, but Xbox.
Yeah.
Well, at least like every exec that Sony could just punt an infant, right? Line up and punt an infant, and they'd be like, but Xbox.
So Sony had a leak, and all your personal information is out there now. But did you hear Xbox is going to cancel this, that, or the other thing? Wait, you just told me my credit card information has been stolen, but you don't care about that. Okay, yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
All right. Well, at least they're committed. At least one way or another. We're not going to say how they're committed, but they're committed. Right?
Yeah.
So, all right. My name, as always, is the Wise Old Gamer, the man who brings the fun and dysfunctional. I am the host of this motley cast of characters.
Icky and sticky.
Or the icky and sticky. Or I still like the fun and dysfunctional.
As he gets older, though, there's not much icky to be sticky. It's just kind of
not like sticky or icky.
At this point in time, I don't think it's been a while since I've been brought the icky and sticky. So anyhow, that is our show for tonight. So yeah, you can catch me, Wise Old Gamer with a Z, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo X with a Z, and yeah, you can catch us here every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, if you like what you saw, just hit the like and subscribe. And I like I always like to say before I leave, you can be anywhere, but you've not been anywhere till you first been wasted.
And anybody who's still watching, realize that we talked about nothing that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen.
Exactly. Hey, look, again,
come back next week.
Yeah, we'll pick it up sometime. We'll get to it eventually, you know. But between now and when E-Day launches, we'll talk about it somewhere along the spectrum of it all. You know, we'll get to it. You know, we're kind of
next week is the early access beta, so
we're definitely going to have to talk about it then, of course. So you know, and of course, Beast of Reincarnation. I'm looking forward to that game as well.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm like to see
Game Pass, bitches. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to see what Game Freak can do when they don't have to develop on a potato. So, you know, I mean, you know,
well, honestly, the problem is that it's Pokemon. People will buy Pokemon no matter what.
Yeah, that's
true. They can literally sell Pokemon players a bag.
We just talked about people, developers phoning it in, right? So there you go, right? So there you go. So,
like, why try if the people are going to buy it anyway?
And let me say this before I leave. I'm just a man with a little bit of common sense and a whole lot of clout. Or maybe the reverse of the two. I'll let y'all figure that one out by yourselves. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you next week at 7 p.m. Say bye-bye. We are about to leave.
Bye-bye.
But you won't see me if I'm dead.
Okay. All right. Well.
This is an emergency.